And we are live from Ascension Athletics. I'm Dan Mina with my co-host, co-commentator, Rob Grillo. How's it going, Rob?
Not bad. How about you, Dan?
Pretty
Excited
good.
to be here again.
Yeah, right before we went on here, I spilled some water, so you know how that goes.
I was wondering where the paper towel. I was like, what is he getting those for?
As you know, we're here for IGC9 KOMBAT. If you've caught any of our events before, we are extremely on time. 3:30 on the dot, we went live. Our first match is almost ready to go. We have a card of about 11 prelims. Make sure, looks like you guys got sound now over there. Send us a comment, someone saying we don't got sound. All right, looks like we're good. Our prelims, we have 11 kids matches, looking good. On the main card, we got another 13 matches, and those are going to be headlined by our co-main event and main event. The co-main event, Justin Sumter versus Damian Roberts, and our main event, Nick Arnell versus Gal Tellum. Robbie, I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a good day.
I'm very excited. I actually didn't know Justin Sumter was competing today. Was that a last-minute thing, or was that booked for a while?
It was. I think it was about last week. Yeah, so it wasn't too long ago. Maybe about 10 days. But we're ready to rock. I'm gonna cut to Jeff on the mats. Our first match of the day is A.V. Frankel, gray belt out of Orange County Fight Club. She's facing Carmen Sarcone, yellow belt out of Henzo Gracie Westchester, and this match is at a whopping 65 pounds. Let's kick it over to Jeff on the mat.
All right, we're going to get this thing started. As always, thank you to all the coaches, the parents, the fans, and the competitors for making this happen. This is so fun for us, so we're happy to do this every 6 weeks. Our first match, so coming out of the blue corner at 65 pounds, she is a gray belt out of Orange County Fight Club, A.V. Frankel. All right, and her opponent out of RGA Westchester, yellow belt, Carmen Sarcone.
All right. We have A.V. and Carmen ready to go. Referee today for our prelims is black belt MMA fighter Casey Norton. Little hand fight in here. A.V. with good head position, reaches for a leg. A.V. in the white rash guard, Carmen in the black and red. Feeling each other out right now.
It's always amazing to see the kids compete. A lot of times they have even more composure than a lot of the adults.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you see some people come out shooting at the gates and kind of get caught in something, but these two girls, very calm, feeling each other out on the feet, fighting hand position right now, collar ties. There you go. You can hear the instruction coming from A.V.'s corner with our Matt Mike.
Both girls doing a really good job keeping their hips back, too, and trying to stay low, making the takedown very difficult.
Looks like Carmen was waiting for A.V. to go down, and she wants to get a collar tie snap down. But A.V. winning the inside position right now, reaching for that leg.
Yeah, A.V. constantly winning that inside battle. Always working to get it back, even when Carmen works back for the inside.
That's at Marv's Barbershop. Just got a screenshot from Marv's Barbershop here in Bristol, Connecticut. He's airing our live stream in the shop. Thank you, Marv.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to see local businesses streaming it and having the support.
And if you haven't been to Marv's Barbershop, it is one beautiful place. Very very cool vibe in there. He's got an infectious personality. Everyone feels it when they get in there. Back to the mats. Carmen was looking for a leg sweep. AV still with the inside position.
Starting to get a little more aggressive, too.
Mm-hmm. There you go. AV getting a good head position right into Carmen's forehead, and she didn't like it. She moved it away. Carmen catches the collar tie, looking for her leg sweep. Should be going for that snap down right now, should Carmen be.
Both girls looking for that inside leg sweep.
Mm-hmm. There it is, inside, she's got it. She does have a good connection on the head. Carmen down, but back up to her feet. AV kind of holding on to the head. Carmen not phased back to her feet. Coming up on a minute and a half. Our stream camera looks a little bit behind in our main camera, stream timer, my apologies. We'll get that fixed for the second match. Let's see if this one gets to the ground with coming up on a minute and 10 seconds left. Oh, okay, it looks like we are on time. Perfect. Beautiful pushing. Oh, big snap down.
Beautiful job by Carmen getting snapped right into that double.
And she's going to come up on top position as Carmen. This is in a match that not too much has happened. That big snap down was huge. Carmen did not stabilize that top position, but that snap down was huge in this match that had with not too much happening so far. So.
Yeah, it was a beautiful recovery by Carmen as well. Getting as soon as she got snapped down right into that double.
Oh, snaps down again. AV using some physicality here.
Very short time left in the match, only 20 seconds. The judges are going to have a hard time scoring that one.
Coach is yelling for someone to go for this takedown because at this point, can be anyone's match. 5 seconds to go. Big snaps. And that's going to go to a judge's decision, referee decision. And Carmen Sarcone takes the decision from over AV Frankel.
Your winner, AV Frankel.
Awesome match. Started out feeling each other out, and then as you saw, they got a little more physical towards the end. A few snap downs by AV.
Carmen Sarcone.
And I don't know, it might have been that top position that she ended up in that gave her that. It was the only dominant position of the match. AV did snap her down, but it was to her knees, and like you said, Carmen recovered really well. So Carmen gets the win. Now we're going on to match 2 on the day. And this one's going to see IGC veteran Kasper Krakowski, yellow belt out of Gracie Sports. And he's going to be facing Tyler Jeffries, gray belt out of Orange County Fight Club. This is an 85-pound catch weight. Let's take it to Jeff on the mats for the official announcement.
All right. Our next match at a catch weight of 85 pounds. Introducing first out of the blue corner, Gracie Sports yellow belt, Kasper Kruzakowski. His opponent, out of Orange County Fight Club, gray belt, Tyler Jeffries.
Tyler Jeffries with a big cheering section here today.
Kasper walked out with a lot of confidence. He had his own little celebration as he came out.
Absolutely. These kids compete all the time, so this is going to be interesting to see. who takes this. Casper pulls guard right into a sweep and takes top position. Awesome.
That was beautiful. Good job
Tyler
fighting
looking
his
for a
hands back.
top lock here. He does get into a top lock.
Yeah, Casper needs to get that posture back, but Jeffrey's doing a beautiful job
Yeah,
controlling it.
and Casper kind of driving in, but he should be posturing up, trying to look to the ceiling to punch that arm in. You see his second hand is in there. He's got to be careful with the Kimura here. Tyler's looking for it. He's turning it, and that's it. Tyler Jeffries with a fast finish. Kimura finish from the top lock. One of my favorite positions in all of jiu-jitsu.
What a beautiful sequence.
That was awesome. So Tyler Jeffries takes out Kasper Kurkowski in under a minute with a Kimura from the top lock position. We're going to our third match on the day, and this is going to be Matvey Karbanovic, a yellow belt out of BJJ Taunton, and he's taking on Evan Cortez, yellow belt out of Nova União. This is a 90-pound catch weight. Let's take it to Jeff for the official announcement.
Awesome, getting the sub rate real quick. We're moving on though at a 90-pound catch weight. Introducing first out of the blue corner, out of BTT Taunton, yellow belt, Matvey Karbanovic. And his opponent out of Nova União, yellow belt, Evan Cortez.
All right, Matvey.
Immediate guard pull.
Immediate guard pull on Evan Cortez snaps into a triangle really fast. This is going to be quick. Ooh, switches to the armbar.
I believe Casey Norton just called that.
Yeah, that was tight. That was tight.
Very
These kids are coming out. He went triangle, switched to the armbar. Great job of Casey Norton being right there to stop it before Evan Cortez gets hurt. And these kids practice a lot, so you see Evan being emotional, whether it was from the pain of the armbar or just from the pain of defeat. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. You put in a lot of work.
Emotional sport.
It is. You work day in, day out, and then just like that, within a few seconds, your match can be over. Great job by Matvey. He came out ready to attack, and he did so. We're going on to match number 4 on the day already. This one's our first Ascension Athletics competitor. This is going to be Alexander Plurd, gray belt, right from here, Ascension Athletics. He's facing Carson Simons, yellow belt, out of Gracie Sports. This is a 75-pound match. Let's take it to Jeff on the mat.
Another quick submission. Kids are getting after it. But we're moving on to the next match. Out of the blue corner, out of Ascension Athletics, gray belt, Alex Plurd.
So just pull my HDMI.
He'll be taking on, out of Gracie Sports, yellow belt, Carson Simmons.
Yep, intermission, yep. Alexander Plurd, Carson Simons. Alex with a body lock takedown immediately. Super aggressive, this kid.
Yeah, Alex, one of my favorite competitors to watch. Very seasoned. He lives
Head and
jiu-jitsu.
arm control, pulling
Beautiful
into quarter
mount too.
Yes, absolutely. Carson hanging on to that ankle, though. Does not want Alex to proceed into mount. Carson hanging on.
Alex doing a good job with that shoulder pressure, though. Just cooking him right now.
Beautiful shoulder pressure. Looking like going to Nogi Ezekiel here.
Yeah, if Carson doesn't respect that, he might get it.
That is tight. Switching to the arm bar. Should be facing the legs. Maybe he could go underneath. He does. Looks like might be losing it.
Carson looks
He's got to come underneath.
That lock pretty good, though, where he's defending pretty well.
Alexander needs to pull himself underneath.
Carson's doing a good job of defending that leg, the top leg, and driving it down as
Beautiful. He might come away with top position here.
Alex is crafty, though. He's got good chains.
There's the hook.
Oh, but he gets the arm out.
Carson pulls his arm out. Great job by Carson. Now he's got Alexander stacked, knees to his head.
Yeah, as an unflexible person, that is not the position I want to be in.
Looks like Carson is going to drive his head towards the hips, trying to pass guard. Alexander extremely squares himself back up to guard.
Oh, he popped right over
but
for the
Carson
mount.
takes mount. But incredible recovery by Alexander, trying to get single leg X, doesn't get it all the way.
No, he does have that right butterfly hook in, though, so he's in a better position than just mount.
For sure.
Does it again to hop over the mount, but now Alex has the left butterfly.
Yep, now he's got both full butterfly here with double underhooks. Using it, he wanted to sweep, but he didn't put any of his legs on the ground, but he still's got it in a good position.
He used it to get both butterfly hooks back in. And full guard.
Back to full guard.
Right away, high guard, yes. Create an angle and start clamping over the top.
All right.
Both kids very active in this match.
Absolutely. Alexander looking for the Kimura himself, trying to use the sweep, but doesn't connect the grips right away. This is a great match. These two kids are going at it right now.
Carson
Very
doing a
good match.
Great job of keeping that pressure down when it needs to be, and then posturing right back up.
Looking to stand up, trying to get a knee in the middle.
We really need to get an offensive cycle going. There we go.
Looks like he's got the Kimura in. Turning on the hip, turning on the hip.
Looks tight, but Carson is just game facing.
He's kind of in the middle of the arm. If he was at the wrist, tap, tap, tap. Whoo!
Very tight submission.
And that was a tight one. Kimuras are rough. They're on the shoulder. It is very, very dangerous. All right. They're checking out Matt Vey. He gives a fist bump, shows that he's okay. He's standing up. This ain't soccer, folks. Our kids go at it. These kids compete. They're used to this. Incredible win.
Yeah, these are not normal kids that do jiu-jitsu.
No.
They're very tough individuals.
And eventually they won't be normal adults. They'll be resilient humans. We hope Carson's okay. He's got some ice coming from the medic to check that shoulder out. That was tight. Alex was there. Casey was right on top of it. He was trying to let it go. Looked like Carson was pretty flexible, but ultimately, you just want to fight sometimes, right? And don't want to tap. But in this sport, if you don't give up soon enough, that could cause damage. So learn to tap, folks. We're going to our next match. And this we're going Sasha Karbanovich, gray belt out of BJJ Taunton, versus Gavin Gomes, gray belt out of Underdog BJJ. Sasha, the brother of Matt Vey, who finished off Evan Cortez with that arm bar earlier. Let's take it to Jeff on the mats.
All right, let's give Carson a round of applause. He was so composed. Y'all couldn't hear it, but he was super composed. He was just like breathing, taking his time, assessing himself. That was awesome, Carson, man. Yeah, no joke. All right, we're moving on at an 80-pound catch weight. Coming out of the blue corner first, out of BTT Taunton, gray belt, Sasha Karbanovich.
I love the swag some of these kids walk out with.
Yeah, seriously.
He can't be more than 6 or 7 years old.
Oh,
Walk
man.
out like a whole grown
Look at this
adult.
little
Out
guy.
of Underdog BJJ,
So great.
gray belt, Gavin Gomes.
And here comes Gavin.
Another one.
Well, this match wins cutest guys of the night. Cutest kids. They are adorable. But watch this. Look
They
at
are,
that.
but-
Sasha in on the double leg.
Beautiful technique. Head up and
Scooping.
everything.
Takes side control. You can hear Gavin's coach, Samantha Ayala, out of Underdog BJJ, giving Gavin instruction on the mat. Sasha, very patient. Look at this. Look at that patience. He's taking his time, listening to his dad, who's coaching him, not forcing anything.
Gavin doing a good job.
Looks like Gavin's going to recover his guard. Ooh, Sasha going over the head and saying, nope, not today. Big frame by Gavin underneath the neck. Sasha looking for a head and arm. It looks like he's going to connect his hands here. Trying to go for the strangle. He's got to get that elbow up towards Gavin's head.
Got to get his head on the mat and hop to that other side.
Yep. I don't speak Russian, but
is that what that is?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was confirmed.
I don't speak Eastern European, but it looks like Sasha's coach is really asking him to do something. Switch to the other side. He's got a big crossface there, head and arm still. Gavin's got to get his elbows in. He's trying to frame with his elbows wide, and that's giving Sasha the chance to do this.
Gavin's doing a great job of getting that arm back in front of his face, though.
Yeah, I think if Sasha went to the other side, that doesn't happen, though. You know, he's trying to fight it from that side.
Yep.
Fighting for... Man, Sasha's so good at not letting Gavin get his arms back.
He does have a ton of shoulder pressure in, too. I know
Seriously.
That's not comfortable.
There he goes, dropping that shoulder into that neck there. Oh, wow. Wow.
Almost Von Fluid
This
in the finish.
little 80-pound kid weighing more like 2 tons in the shoulder into the neck of Gavin.
That
Great,
is Eastern
great
European
match.
wrestling
That is
pressure.
incredible.
That's what that is.
He gets a medal.
They might be cute, but there are some little savages out there.
Awesome, awesome, awesome match. That was great. So Sasha wins by...
like a modified Von Fluid.
Yeah, modified.
Almost.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Shoulder pressure, pretty much shoulder pressure. The shoulder of justice, you call that. Going on to our 6th match of the day, we have Logan Boulez, yellow belt out of Ascension BJJ, taking on Mikey Ledon, out of yellow belt out of Carlos Henrique BJJ. This match is at 105 pounds. Let's take it to Jeff on the mat.
All right, moving on. At 105 pounds, out of the blue corner, out of Essential, yellow belt, Logan Bulis. And his opponent, out of Carlos Henrique BJJ, yellow belt, Mikey Ledon.
All right.
I don't know a ton about Carlos Henrique BJJ, but I know the Essential kids always bring it.
What a shot and what a sprawl. This crowd is hot for this match right now. That's actually Mikey's mom, who also does BJJ, who you hear yelling in the background. We're gonna turn that mic cam or Matt mic on so you can listen to this. Very cool crowd.
Yeah, this crowd is going
Mikey
wild.
gonna come on top, looking like he's gonna take top position on Logan. This crowd is all for this match right now, and they are battling.
I have literal
Mikey
goosebumps.
takes the top position and settles. He weathers that early storm. Sorry about that, Rob. What was that? I'm too excited here.
I have literal goosebumps listening to this crowd.
It is awesome. Logan, super composed. Mikey using heavy pressure. Looking to slide over, possibly. Oh, beautiful. Takes that leg right off. But Logan composed on the bottom.
Mikey just doing a great job of not letting him win anything.
Yeah, and kind of
every
just
time he gets something, he just takes it right away.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of just floating on the weight and take a top position again on him.
Yeah,
Kid's a little hammer.
beautiful side control.
Look at that. Snatches that underhook, flattens him right back to the mat.
Dropping that hip so that knee can't come in too.
This crowd is nuts right now.
I'm telling you, I said it last time, I'm positive these kids get so much more like hype than the adults do. It's amazing.
For sure. Looks like, Logan in
Gotta
on
get
2
that
legs.
head through for a little peek out.
I promise you, we're not pumping in crowd sound here. Logan. This is live. We got about 100 or so people in here.
This is how all jiu-jitsu should be.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the prelims kids matches.
The energy is good right now.
Energy is great. Incredible. Coming up on 2 minutes on the match. Mikey just doing a great job with top pressure. Look at him turning Logan's face away.
Yeah, he's been very dominant all match. Just keeping that pressure, and when it's not there, just floating until he can find it again.
And Logan's an essential product. They're usually the ones handing out the freaking hammer from the top right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Essential's a very good gym. But that's the beauty of sub only. You never know what
And look at
submission
this.
might happen.
Logan finds himself in a top lock himself. Oh, he's in the whole full triangle. He uses it to sweep on top.
Starting to work
Looking
for
the
that arm
Kimura
side.
as well. But Mikey dropping those hips on the pressure and falls on top. Finds himself back on top.
Jeff was calling for a reset.
Incredible. The crowd is going nuts. Back on top is Mikey Lindone.
Less than a minute left, and this action has not stopped all match.
A whole way, 5 minutes of straight non-stop action from these two. Beautiful. Ooh, tries to go under, and Mikey gives him a smash in the crossface with the palm. Looking like going a side triangle. I love Mikey's mom. She's a wild one. She's excited. Logan looking for an inverted triangle here.
I'm
We're
not
going
sure
3
he can hear his
seconds
coach
left.
over his mom.
And we got time. That's going to be the end of that match. What an incredible match. We're going to decision. And Mikey Lindone takes the win over Logan Gules.
Very dominant decision. That was phenomenal to watch.
That was incredible. That was incredible.
Give them a round of applause. That was awesome.
Big decision win for Mikey Lindone, putting himself on the IGC map over here. We'll definitely want him back, and definitely want Mom back too. That was awesome hearing her out there.
We might have to invite her to the commentary table.
For real, for real. Next match, we have Sophie Canada, right here from Ascension Athletics, gray belt, going against Cecilia Virilli, orange belt out of Casa. And if you don't know, there is a bunch of belts in between gray and orange. We just love how Sophie performs here. We think she's up for the task. And Cecilia is no joke. She's been on the competition scene for a very, very long time. This match is at 105 pounds. Let's take it to Jeff on the mat.
Neither one of those kids had any quit in them. That was one of the best matches we've had in a while. I don't know where Mikey's at, but Mikey, keep your head up, dude. That was awesome.
Logan.
All right, moving on to our next match. Coming out first out of the blue corner, out of Ascension Athletics, gray belt, Sophie, Canada. And her opponent, out of Casa, orange belt, Cecilia Virilli.
Hey, when Jeff sits down, tell him to put this on. Oh. Now he sits over there.
Immediately aggressive with our feet. Single leg action, you gotta watch our neck.
All right.
Control that hands right away.
Cecilia right on Sophie's neck immediately. Immediately with a big squeeze. Sophie's a tough one, but this is tight. I see her gritting her teeth right now. Cecilia is, like I said, no joke. She's a competitor. Sophie's out. Back on the neck is Cecilia, attacking a huge guillotine again.
Sophie's tough, though.
Yeah.
I see Sophie train a lot, and the kids in at Ascension
She's got
are no joke.
Cecilia's got a full, what happened here? Cecilia's got a full grip. Can you hear me? Oh, never mind. There we go. Sorry about that. Cecilia is not getting off this neck right here. Beautiful. Beautiful choke.
Yeah,
Man, that was head hunting at its finest right there. She grabbed that neck and never let go all the way until she finished it off. And, you know, Sophie fought the whole way, but that whole time you got to think about this. She's cutting off circulation to the brain there and slowly fading, slowly losing oxygen. She fought as long as she could, but ultimately Cecilia said that neck is mine and takes the guillotine win over Sophie Canada. Incredible. Boom, boom, boom. We're going right. We're flying through. This is crazy. This is crazy. But we're right on time, it looks like. Next match, it's going to be another Ascension Athletics product. Her name's Jocelyn Plurd out of the Plurd clan. She's a gray belt out of Ascension Athletics. And she's facing Kennedy Davis, a blue belt out of Lausanne MMA. This is 115 pound catch weight. Let's take it to Jeff on the mat.
Awesome match. Right away, we're moving along now. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, out of Ascension Athletics, yellow belt, Jocelyn Plord. And her opponent, out of Lausanne MMA, blue belt, Kennedy Davis.
All right. Jocelyn Plurd, Kennedy Davis. Jocelyn is only 13 years old, I believe. And then Kennedy has to be at least 16 because she's at a blue belt.
Beautiful guard pull right into
Right away into the arm bar. Looks like Kennedy's going to pull out safely. Hooking that leg, losing the arm, but transitioning to single leg X beautifully.
Jocelyn has phenomenal attacking sequences.
Big reap right here.
That looked crazy.
In Kennedy on the shot. Big
Beautiful
scoop,
slam.
big mat return. Jocelyn holding on to the neck, but Kennedy looks like she's going to take top position, but no. Jocelyn into the Ashigarami and separates. 1 minute in and another match, no shortage of action. Big shot. And I know Kennedy does wrestle. And if you didn't notice, you can see it already. Looks like Jocelyn looking for a buggy choke here. Can that be? She's got it locked up.
It looks pretty deep.
Pretty tight. She just needs to get her hips out towards the head, though, right? Kennedy doing a good job driving. Jocelyn needs to get her hips out to close up that space between that shoulder and that neck, but she's got it pretty darn tight. And this is one of those slow burns too, right? This one slowly takes you out.
There's not a lot of space in there.
Now
from
it's
the
getting
angle
even
I can
tighter.
See from the table, it's very.
And you got Kennedy taking
and
her
there's
out.
the tap.
Finishing the buggy choke is Jocelyn Plurd. That's one of those chokes, man. You know, it's like it feels like nothing at first, but it's locked in there. And you saw when Kennedy was getting up, she was carrying Jocelyn her whole weight. Incredible match by Jocelyn Plurd. Congratulations on that big win.
Jocelyn is a threat from everywhere. I've rolled her so many times, and she can attack from anywhere. And
Yeah.
she joins her brother with a nice win at IGCs.
Incredible win. Happy to even write buggy choke on that because I didn't even know she had it in her repertoire, but she threw it up there like she's repped it a million times. But we do have a lot of long-limbed people that do it here.
Yeah.
So, and this is a 13-year-old that also takes the adult classes, so she's absorbing a lot of information, a lot of technique. Incredible. Great job by Jocelyn Plurd. And thanks for Kennedy Davis coming down all the way from Lausanne MMA in Massachusetts. We're going to match number 9. And this is a return of Matvey Karbanovic onto the mat. Yellow belt BJJ Taunton. And he's taking on Tyler Jeffries, gray belt Orange County Fight Club. Let's see.
That was an awesome match. But we're going bringing out another hammer out of BTT Taunton, yellow belt, Matvey Karbanovic.
This is going to be a phenomenal match.
And his opponent out of Orange County Fight Club, gray belt, Tyler Jeffries.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good one. You got both guys have a win in under a minute today.
They both have the 2 fastest subs of the day so far.
Yep.
So.
And there goes Matvey pulling guard again. This time Tyler. Did he have it on?
Oh, in a tight armbar. Oh.
Did he have it on? Yeah, do you want it on the whole time? No. I didn't know you wore it. I didn't know you picked it up.
Matvey
I'm sorry.
Karbanovic with
Your winner.
another super fast armbar. His
Oh,
first
my
sub
goodness.
was in 12 seconds, and that one may have been 12 or 13.
13 seconds. So
I don't know. Our timekeeper was a little slow on the jaw there. So he might have got 11 seconds, man. That was
13
incredible.
Matvey, 2 arm bars in a total of 25 seconds today. It's a hard day at the office for him, you know? So that's incredible.
That was incredible. And Tyler Jeffries is no joke.
Yeah.
His sub was in 41 seconds.
You can tell that kid drills arm bars. You know, he's snapping into them, and he's got extremely good breaking pressure right away. We're going to our 10th prelim match. This one's going to see Dustin Linden, yellow belt out of Nova União, versus Andres Maldonado, yellow belt out of Henzo Gracie, Westchester. This is a catch weight. Dustin at 80 pounds or 88 pounds. Andres at 80. Andres does have an IGC win. Let's take it to the mat for the official announcement.
Matvey has 2 arm bars today in under like 25 seconds, I overheard. So that's intense. Dude's a little hammer. Our next match, out of the blue corner, out of Nova União, yellow belt Dustin Linden. And his opponent, out of RGA Westchester, yellow belt Andres Maldonado.
Andres Maldonado, we saw him at our last event here, and he impressed everyone. This is going to be a great match. Woo! Both guys pulling guard. No one wants to take top, but Andres says, you're coming into my guard, and this is where we're going to play. Andres holding the head, looking for a hip bump sweep. I'm probably going to switch it into the Kimura. Nope. Comes back down. Now looking at a collar tie, elbow control.
Dustin's doing a really good job keeping those frames and that posture up, though.
Look at this. We could see a buggy choke from full guard here.
Kids are so creative in their submission attempts.
This is wild. This is wild.
He uses it to throw the leg over.
Throws the top lock, onto Dustin. Dustin driving in. He gets his arm back in, and he's safe for now, but great transition by Andres. This is an incredible guard by Andres. You see how he's staying on one hip the whole time? He's never flat on his back. He's always attacking, keeping his opponent off balance. Right now he sees success finding a Kimura right now, and if he switches onto that left hip like he did, back into the top lock, this could be problems. We already saw one really bad Kimura from this position.
Andres is
Now
a
he's in a
phenomenal
triangle.
grappler.
This kid is unbelievable. I don't even think I would want to roll with him. Look at him going deep underhook on the triangle. That thing is a vice on this kid's neck right now. Andres could just hang out here and wait for the strangulation to happen. Dustin is in a world of trouble. Let's see if he could get out.
I'm starting to think.
Flips him back over, but now you got Andres attacking the armbar as well. We got to watch out for this Kimura here, though.
Casey Norton right on top of them. Andres arguably has better technique than most of the adults that I know.
There it is. There's the armbar. Casey staying on top of it just to make sure we could stay safe here. The triangle's still in. Andres still underhooking the leg. Dustin is gonna have a hard time getting out of this. And there's the tap with the armbar. Good Lord, that kid is scary.
Yeah. I overheard Jack say when he rolled him last time, because Andres came to our gym, that he could feel that Andres would probably beat him if they were the same size.
If they were the same size,
And
right?
Jack is phenomenal grappler.
Yeah, this kid is incredible. He came down a few weeks ago, and we saw him and James Comerford roll. I watched them roll for like an hour. I was just absolutely stunned with the technique that these kids had. It was incredible.
Yeah, it made me feel awful,
Yeah.
to be honest. It was
He's like, wait, he can berimbolo? I can't berimbolo.
13 and 11 years old, and I was like, they're so much better than I am already.
It's incredible. Dude, this card has been disgusting already. We're going to our final prelim match before we take a break, and that's going to see Reina Tumanello, yellow belt out of Essential BJJ, and she's going to take on Aaliyah Lubriel, yellow belt out of Underdog, and this is our one and only gi match on the card at 85 pounds. Reina has a win here at IGC. Let's take it over to Jeff for the official announcement.
Moving on to our final match of the prelims card. Introducing first out of the blue corner from Essential, yellow belt, Reina Tumanello. And her opponent out of Underdog, also a yellow belt, Aaliyah Lubriel.
All right. Reina and Aaliyah. Reina in the blue gi, Aaliyah in the black gi. And they're off. Reina pulling guard immediately, getting a collar choke. Aaliyah trying to throw her legs by, doing a good job cutting the corner. Reina with a collar grip, collar sleeve now, pulling herself into full guard. Great job playing guard. Reina now in lasso guard. Has that sleeve on Aaliyah's right hand. And her leg uses it for an overhead sweep. Aaliyah stays on top though. That's great. Spider guard into the arm bar. Big tap, big tap. Reina showing how you use the gi, how you use grips, lasso, butterfly, collar sleeve, ultimately armbar. Congratulations to her on a big win.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Here.
We'll be back at 5 o'clock for the adult card. 5 o'clock for the adult card. Thank you all very much.
All right, as you heard Jeff, we're going to take a small break in between our prelims and main card. We're going to get the rules meeting out of the way for the adults. We're going to go eat some food. We got some empanadas here. But before that, let's shout out our sponsors here. We got a few sponsors here. 9 Circles Apparel, Jim Campbell up in the house. He's got some fire apparel, shorts, t-shirts, stickers, and then some brass knucks over there. Did you see that table?
No,
They
I
got
haven't
some
gone,
brass
I haven't
knuckles
gone
up
over there yet, but I might have to make the trip. As soon as we get a
Beautiful.
break.
Appreciate 9 Circles being one of our sponsors here today. We also have Hemp Honey. Hemp Honey is a CBD brand, and they infuse their CBD into honey. In their words, honey is the best delivery system for not just CBD, but for most herbal medicines. And they use a very high quality honey out of Colorado. Check out Hemp Honey. They have, I think it's 3 different varieties there. There's one for energy, there's one for sleep, there's one for focus. I think I'm gonna pick up on that focus one right now in between this break. But we're also sponsored by Ascension Grappling Championships, AGC. The next AGC in Stamford, Connecticut is confirmed September 9th. We had to switch this date. It was originally scheduled for June. There were some scheduling conflicts at the venue, Chelsea Piers in Stamford, Connecticut, and we want to hold that standard of that beautiful, beautiful venue. So September 9th, catch us at Stamford, Connecticut, Chelsea Piers for AGC Ascension Grappling Championships. What else we got? That's it? All right, we'll be back. We're going to take a break. I'm going to have an empanada or 2. See you guys in a few minutes. Thanks. And we're back. Belly's full. Energy back to a normal level. My heart rate took a while to come down.
Mine, I think, is higher from all the sweets that I just ate. 'Cause everybody brought us donuts and shit.
Yeah, a little on-mat entertainment during the intermission. We had we hired some chimpanzees, and right from Stars of Chimp Empire. No,
It was a beautiful performance.
it was very nice.
Paid with bananas.
It was, yeah, it didn't cost me much to get that entertainment, so you know how we do. Dude, we just had a crazy prelim matches. The prelim card, all kids. I think there was one 16-year-old on there, but everyone else under 13 years old. We had 9 matches out of 11.
Yeah,
and then
9
submission.
out of 11 for subs.
So 81% submission rate.
Which is crazy, because that's just basically the average of IGC at this point.
Yeah.
It's constant submissions, left and right, and constant action.
It's wild. Our taglines, get out there and get after it, and these kids did. There was 4 arm bars, 2 Kimuras, a guillotine, a buggy choke, and the shoulder of justice by little Sasha Karbanovich. It was incredible. Let's point out some of these. You know, the first match was a little feeler out there, and that was A.V. Frankel versus Carmen Sarcone. That one was one of our decision matches, where Carmen Sarcone took that decision. Ultimately, not too much happened in the match, but she did get in a dominant position, and that was enough for give her a win.
I heard some people question that decision, so I talked to Casey during the break, and the way he refs and judges is submission, position, and then aggression after that. And I believe that Avi was the more aggressive the whole time, but because of Carmen's double leg and popping on top, I believe that's why he gave her the position.
Yeah.
The decision, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't have any problem with it. Like I said, there was not too much going on in the match, so it was kind of whoever really did something was going to take it, and she was the only person with dominant position in the whole match.
Yeah, even though it was very brief. It was maybe a couple seconds at most.
Yeah. Our next match saw Kasper Krakowski versus Tyler Jeffries, and Tyler Jeffries took that in 41 seconds with a Kimura. The kid's a beast. It was a very tight Kimura. Kasper is a strong competitor. Ultimately, Tyler Jeffries has a really strong guard. What were your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, no, it was beautiful. Tyler Jeffries is definitely an incredible competitor.
Absolutely. Third match saw Matvey Karbanovich take on Evan Cortez. These were yellow belts. Matvey takes that in a whopping 12 seconds with an armbar. And if you thought that was fast, wait till we get to his later match, which was equally as fast. And not much to say there. Not much happened. 12 seconds, you know. This kid pulled guard, got his grips, rips an armbar.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see the sequencing that he must work daily for something like that. There was no mistakes, no errors, and it was just so perfect and so clean.
Yeah, for sure. Following match was our first Ascension Athletics competitor. That saw Alex Plurd, gray belt, take on Carson Simons. And this was our first match that was kind of a little scary. Alex, very aggressive on the Kimura. Carson aggressively fighting it. But ultimately, that figure 4 grip is very strong, especially when you could turn your body into it, and Alex did. Carson is okay. We checked on him. He left all right. Actually, I think he might still be here. But he's okay, running around, talking to the kids. And so no severe injuries there. We're happy, and congratulations to Alex Plurd on that match.
Yeah, he was in very good spirits, too. So it's not like he was walking around bummed out. He was hanging out, having a good time. I think he was pretty happy with his performance overall. Both kids are such high level, which makes Casey's job so hard as a ref.
Yeah.
You know, because he wants to let it go, but at the same time, you don't want to see anyone get injured, especially kids.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Next match, definitely match of the night for cuteness. Saw Sasha Karbanovich take on Gavin Gomes, and the shoulder of justice came out for Sasha. His real name's Alexander, his nickname's Sasha, so if you're looking at the screen there and it says Alexander, You know, he's got a nickname. We see him all the time at tournaments. He's a sweet, sweet kid, a great family that he comes from. He takes it in 2 minutes and 21 seconds. What were your thoughts?
I thought that was incredible. The awareness at his age to know that you could finish the Von Flue modified like that.
Yeah.
Shows a serious understanding of jiu-jitsu. And I mean, how old is Sasha?
I think he's like 7.
Yeah.
It's just
7
crazy.
years old and just understanding positioning and shoulder pressure and that chokes can be finished in different ways is insane.
I mean, he really put that shoulder in and turned his hips. I mean, Matt Bissett would be proud. That is Matt Bissett 101. He finishes people like that all the time. When you have that underhook, that crossface is deep, and you put in that weight into that shoulder, being on your toes, and Gavin, ultimately succumbed to the pressure there. Following match was our second decision of the day, but this one was probably, I'd say that was the most exciting match, of course. I mean, you heard the crowd here during that match. Logan Boulez out of Essential Jiu-Jitsu versus Mikey Ladone. And, man, what can you say? That literally set the tone for the rest of the prelims. I don't think the energy ever dropped below that. You had Mikey with incredible top pressure. Logan, seasoned competitor, very composed even under that pressure. And that turned into the second decision of the night.
Yeah, I mean, the Essential as a gym is known for being just very good top pressure, very highly trained. That gym is phenomenal. And Mikey came in and just made him look like it was easy. It was crazy. And not to take away from Logan, because Logan never stopped at all.
Yeah.
That top pressure and floating was just fantastic.
Yeah, Mikey just, wherever Logan tried to recover, Mikey was switching hips, sometimes crashing that hip into the face, sometimes floating the legs over the top. But he was just like a wet blanket. It's like trying to get him off of you in that match was incredible. It was just not possible. And I mean, it had the place going crazy. Mikey's mom was unbelievable over there, coaching / cheering from right behind the barrier there. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was hilarious to watch because his coach was just trying to give him information, and all you can hear is his mother.
Yeah.
Just screaming over the top.
Absolutely. Next match found Sophie Canada, right here from Ascension Athletics, taking on Cecilia Virilli. And Cecilia, I've seen her compete time and time again. And she's a great guard player, but she came in with a game plan today, and it was called Snatch That Neck. And she snatched that neck right from the beginning on Sophie and never let go. And you saw Sophie attempt a few escapes. But ultimately Cecilia was hanging on to her neck like boa constrictor status and never let go. Gets the finish in about a minute on Sophie Canada.
Yeah, I mean, she made beautiful adjustments the whole time and never let go of the tightness. Every adjustment Cecilia made was just to make it tighter and tighter. Mm-hmm. And, just fantastic joke.
Yeah, for sure.
We will be starting on time, 5 o'clock on the button.
That took us to match number 8. Match number 8 was Jocelyn Plurd versus Kennedy Davis. Kennedy displayed some beautiful wrestling, some incredible double legs with huge mat returns. And, it's like that trump card. It's like that wild card. The buggy choke, when you're in bottom side control, it's like, holy cow, I'm getting smashed, but let me try the buggy. And for Jocelyn, it paid off. She took it in 2 minutes with the buggy choke.
Yeah, I mean, that whole family just competes constantly. Jocelyn, Joel, and Alex are constantly competing. They train every day, all the time, and it shows when they come to compete. It really does.
For sure.
And I believe Jocelyn has another match later in the night, which will be awesome.
Yeah,
and,
I believe
her brother
so.
Joel as well.
Yep. So all three of them competing today. Jocelyn with 2 matches. But, I mean, you say they compete all the time. Honestly, all these kids that are killing it, that's what they do.
Yeah.
You can't get good at jiu-jitsu, at competing in jiu-jitsu, if you're not competing. whether
Yeah.
that's in the training room or in an actual competition where it's the stakes are very different, the energy's very different. There's a reason that these kids are so composed, because they've been there. They've been on the bottom, they've been on the top, they've been winning, they've been losing, and that just builds this incredible resilience, and it's almost like slows time down when you're on the mat, right? You get to think, and sometimes you don't even have to think because it comes so natural because you're doing it over and over again. So if you're a kid watching this at home and you want to get as good as some of these kids on this card, just compete. Compete as much as you can. Go to open mats, go against different training partners, and just get different looks. If you're at a school that doesn't let you go to other schools, leave that school. Not afraid to say that. So, you know, if you can't train somewhere else because your school doesn't allow it, you know, that's not how the world works. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't care how hard you train in the room and how hard you roll, how hard you drill. The pace of a competition in any combat sport, whether it's MMA, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, is different. And the only way to experience that truly is in competition. So get as much of it as you can from the moment you start to the moment you're done.
Yeah,
and even as a hobbyist, just get that feel. See what it's like to be in that position.
Yeah, I always say, you know, when you enter a competition, it's like taking 4 to 6 classes, right? It's like, it's that much. You come back with so much more information, right? And sometimes it's at a pace that you've never had before, and you come back and it's like, holy cow. It's like when Spider-Man noticed he had the slow motion, like a superpower there.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it feels like sometimes. So the more you compete, the more you can slow things down, the more you get real-time reps with real-time resistance on working things.
Yeah, oftentimes it's not even the better skilled person that wins because of that. It's the person with the better competition mindset.
Yeah.
Which is why sports psychology is so important right now.
Oh,
you see it across the board, everywhere. Everyone's working on it.
Yeah, very good point. And ultimately, this is human chess, right? So if I've been in this spot more times than you, I've seen more reactions than you, I have more doors to choose from than you, for the most part, right?
Yeah, and like you said, it's slowed down because you've been there so many times. So you have so much more time to make those decisions. And then they just become automatic.
Yeah,
Then
for
it's,
sure.
as soon as there's a reaction, you have a response to it. It's immediate.
Yeah. So that took us to our next match, and that brought back Matvey Karbanovic and Tyler Jeffries, both who had a win on the day. And Matvey said, I'm not going to take that long on this one either. And, you know, he was a little slow on this one. He won the first one in 12 seconds. This one took him 13 seconds.
I think it was our timekeeper that was a little slow, personally. I think he might have got it in 11.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think our timekeeper,
impressive.
S.A. Lara, he's pretty much on it, the official timekeeper here. But, yeah, whether it was 11 or 13, you know, the kid was on the mats for less than 30 seconds for 2 wins.
He came out that first match, played the armbar card, took the card back and said, you know, it worked so well, let me play it again. And hit with it both times. It was
for sure.
incredible.
Match 10 saw Dustin Linden versus Andreas Maldonado. And, we mentioned it during the match. This was a great match. But Andreas he's something else, man.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's just devoted his life to jiu-jitsu already. And a lot of times I think parents push it on their kids and they get burnt out, but Andres
he loves it.
Yeah, there's nothing he'd rather be doing than jiu-jitsu every moment of his life.
And with that, he has an incredible support team from his family. His family, I mean, like we said, they drove down here to train, you know, on an open mat, and they're out in Westchester, just to get reps.
2 hours away.
Exactly, you know. But that kid, I mean, this is why I love IGC. We have all these crazy matches. You know, you're gonna see that kid on the world stage when he's older. Probably even when he's pretty soon, you'll see him on the world stage. He's that good. Congratulations to Andreas Maldonado taking it in 2 minutes and 17 seconds with an armbar. Our last and final prelim match was our only gi match of the night, and that pitted Reina Tuminello against Aaliyah Lubriel, and Reina showed the skills that it takes to use the gi, and it's a very different thing. It's a complex thing, and she did it beautifully. She played guard. I saw her play collar sleeve guard. She played spider guard. She played lasso guard. Played some full guard, and finished Aaliyah in a minute with that armbar.
Yeah, I mean, I've got about 6 days worth of training in the gi, and I didn't even know half the guards she hit. I was just watching it, kind of dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's crazy to think about. Like,
and remember, this is clothing she's holding. It's like holding a towel, like a bath towel, with your fingertips and gripping, and someone's trying to pull that towel away from you.
You
right?
can see how strong her grip was.
Oh man,
too.
it was great. You know, you only get that training in the gi. All right, that was our prelim card. Let's give a shout out to some of our sponsors again. Actually, all of our sponsors, both of our sponsors. 9 Circles Apparel is in the house. I can't believe this is my first time getting my eyes on their apparel in person. It's beautiful. They did a great job. I remember when they announced that they were making this brand, and all of a sudden they got hundreds of shorts and gis, rash guards and T-shirts. Brass knuckles, stickers, magnets, they got everything. Very cool. I'm glad they're here. I'm extremely happy to have 9 Circles as a partner for IGC9 KOMBAT. Our next sponsor is Hemp Honey. Hemp Honey is a CBD infused honey. They use honey from I believe they said the Colorado mountains or some very high quality honey. Go check out their website for information on that, and they're putting their CBD in there. They believe that it is the best delivery system for honey. I'm holding their
for CBD.
Yeah, or I'm sorry, for CBD. Absolutely. I'm holding a box of their product right here. There's hemp honey right there.
Which
25
cinnamon
milligram.
vanilla
Man, this
flavor,
is nice.
by the
There's
way.
30 honey sticks up in this thing. Yeah, cinnamon, vanilla, CBG, and L-theanine. That's awesome. Full spectrum organic CBD on that. And then our last sponsor is Ascension Grappling Championships. We're back at Chelsea Piers in Stamford, Connecticut, September 9th. Sign up, go to Smooth Comp, check it out, type in AGC and register for that. The more people we get to register right away, you know, the more people register ultimately, right? When you see people in your divisions, you wanna take that advantage and get into those big divisions. But we're going to our main card now. We're a little over on our talking, which is Jeff's probably like twitching over there because we're 3 minutes over on our start time.
Over there.
So
can see it.
I could see it, right? So we're gonna get started with our first main card match. The third plurd.
That was
Joel
awesome.
Plurd, blue belt, 135 pounds, taking it on Fabian Koch, blue belt out of Underdog MMA. Let's take it to Jeff for the official announcement.
All right, we're going to get the main card started. First and foremost, as always, thank you to the competitors, the coaches, the parents, the fans, brothers, sisters, all that. Thank you all very much for making this happen. We always have a great event. Generally, we're on time or a little early, so if you are coming up on deck, be ready. We're going to start out with our first match at 135 pounds. Out of the blue corner, out of Ascension Athletics, white belt, Joel Plord. And his opponent out of the cage, yellow belt, Fabian Koch.
All right. Joel and Fabian. Joel immediately pulls guard. Good wrist grip there. Nice tight wrist grip. Pulling in, going shin to shin. Ooh, catching Fabian in a full guard here. And he's looking to work from full guard. Taking wrist grip, cross, same side wrist. Collar tie, breaking the posture. If you're new to jiu-jitsu, in this position in full guard, the bottom person is actually the one attacking here, right? The top person has very limited things because the bottom person is controlling your hips with those legs. So if you're the top person, you're trying to posture up. Oh, Joel's catching. Joel's probably took a tip from his little brother and caught a Kimura here. Switching it, trying to use it to hip bump, but Fabian driving that pressure in, keeping heavy.
Doing a great job of keeping his base posted as well.
Switching to the top lock, which we've seen a lot of today. Oh, but he's going to turn this directly into the triangle. He's got it locked up. Look at the patience on Joel's face. He said, it's time to squeeze you, sir. Look at him. He's just waiting for that tap. There it is.
Quick fun fact about Joel, too. I don't believe he's ever lost in a tournament or sub-only minus a DQ one time.
Yeah, and the DQ because he didn't know the rule. You know, he was like surprised. And him and his dad are still mad about that today because that was at our AGC tournament. And Joshua Plurd was not a happy camper that day.
No, he was not.
So Joel Plurd does quick work of Fabian Koch from the cage. Actually, someone said it said underdog on the screen. I apologize. He's out of the cage JSA. Congratulations to Joel. We're going to go directly into match 2 on the main card. That brings Joel's sister, Jocelyn Plurd, back to the mat. She is not a blue belt, so we got to fix those little typos there for next time. She's a gray belt right here out of Ascension Athletics, going against Madison Crockett, who's got that big guillotine win today. Let's take it to Jeff on the mat.
Our next match, introducing first out of the blue corner, out of Ascension Athletics, gray belt Jocelyn Plurd. And her opponent out of CASA, blue belt Madison Crockett.
All right.
Madison coming out very aggressive.
She is aggressive, dude. She's always been aggressive. She's got that chip on her shoulder. You like just see her walk with it when she warms up. This is a no arm triangle. Not going to be probably not going to finish Madison with this. It's tight. She's got strong, long legs, but she's going to try to use it to maybe get in under the elbow for the Kimura.
As we saw earlier, too, Jocelyn is proficient from her back and has phenomenal attacking sequences.
Jeff in Jocelyn's corner telling her, watch out for the arm bar when you let go of that head. Madison doing a great job turning Jocelyn's knees and feet away.
Going for another buggy choke.
Uh-oh.
Looking to improve to 2-0 on the day with a buggy choke.
So I did talk to Jocelyn about her first buggy choke. She said her arms were exhausted on this. She's got it here.
Yeah, I mean, this is tight.
This is tight.
And Madison is a larger person than her last opponent, which means the buggy choke is even tighter.
Yeah. This takes a lot of energy out of that left forearm, though, right? Because you're pulling it against your own calf.
And there's the tap.
And she gets 2 buggy chokes.
Wow.
Jocelyn Plurd finishing Madison Crockett. Madison Crockett does not look happy.
No.
Jocelyn Plurd, 2 buggy chokes on the day. Congratulations.
Yeah, she finished that one in 1 minute and 11 seconds with another buggy choke.
Incredible. Incredible. Good
Which
job.
means that the Plurds go undefeated for the day.
Yeah, that family is vicious. We talked about it here. We're plotting inside the gym. Maybe the Plurds won't watch us, but we're planning to hire a family to go pick on that family and see what happens.
It's not going to go well. It's not
if you
going to
don't
go
know,
well for them.
all 3 of the kids train and both parents train. So we'll see. We're going to have a
All
candid
4.
camera.
Angelina trains as well.
Oh, yes, all 4 of the kids. That's right. Angelina hasn't stepped on the competition mats yet. We're awaiting her debut. She's trying to gain some confidence on the mat. But mom trains kickboxing, dad trains kickboxing, and jiu-jitsu, 6 of them, the whole family.
The whole family trains.
Yeah. I can't wait to hire that family candid camera style and see what happens. No, I'm just kidding. Jokes.
He's not kidding.
All right, we're going to get into our adult matches now. This one's going to it's going to be at 170 pounds. Ascension Athletics blue belt Ethan Savluck. He's going to take on Joseph Mayo, blue belt out of Technique BJJ in Prospect, Connecticut. Let's kick it over to Jeff for the announcement.
All right, 2 things about that. Jocelyn has gotten 2 of those today. I've never taught her that. He's never taught her that. She said this is her first attempt ever, and she saw it online. So I don't know where she got that. That was awesome. All right, we're moving on to the adults now.
Instagram
out of the blue
moves
corner, from Ascension Athletics, blue belt Ethan Savluck. And his opponent out of technique, BJJ, also a blue belt, Joseph Mayo.
All right. Ethan and Joseph. Joseph might win best hair of the night.
Inside ties, head position.
He's got the beautiful slick back. All right, Ethan on top, looking for a leg.
Ethan on that knee bar, very tight with the tap underneath.
Wow, that he made pretty quick work.
Yeah, beautiful rolling leg lock.
That was
A knee bar.
a lot. Like no, it was a knee bar. That was fast.
Yeah, very
Ethan,
quick.
Ethan, I guess he didn't want to spend too much time on the mat today. He just said, you know what? F it, try a leg lock? No, no, that was very controlled. Great top pressure, good transition to get his hips over that knee. And the knee bar works just like an arm bar. You get to the end of the lever, you drive your hips into that middle joint, and you know, hopefully your opponent taps on time before you break that and bend it the other way.
Yeah. Joseph Mayo tapped underneath too, so good on Felipe for seeing that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
It was kind of hidden, not intentionally, I don't think, but
Yeah.
that can get very dangerous very fast.
For sure, and we should mention that our main card referee, Felipe Simplicio, black belt. We bring him in for most of our main cards. He's a very experienced black belt, owner of Red Zone Jiu-Jitsu. He trains under JT Torres at Essential BJJ as well. We're going to match 4 on the main card. That's going to see Nate Franklin, who put on a barn burner at our last match, or last IGC. He's taking on Matt Vaccarino out of Gracie Sports. Nate Franklin representing CT KOMBAT. This is a 160-pound match. Let's take it to Jeff for the announcement.
All right, our next match, sure to be a banger. If you've seen Nate Franklin compete, you know this dude is all gas pedal the whole time. Coming out of CT KOMBAT, blue belt, Nate Franklin. And his opponent out of Gracie Sports, also a blue belt, Matt Vaccarino.
All right. Matt looks like, you know, this is another beautiful thing about jiu-jitsu, right? This is a 160-pound match, but if you look at these two, there are two very different 160-pounders.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a beautiful outside leg sweep, but Matt did a great job.
Great
of
hips by Matt.
to cycle back on top.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, by the way, Nate Franklin is cousin of previous ref Casey Norton.
Ooh. Black belt and pro MMA fighter Casey Norton and referee for our prelims here today. I did not know that.
So you should never be any closer. Walk that up, Mac. Focus on his right arm. Nate, move your hips to the left.
Matt being patient on top. Wow, Nate with a big explosion on the hip bump to get out.
There you go. Hey, there you go.
Came up a little too quick, though, and looked for that lock over the top of the head, which allowed Matt to get back underneath.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Matt going for the head and arm. I haven't seen Matt compete too many times, but kid's looking good right now.
Very good. I've seen Nate compete many times. Very active on the local scene.
Beautiful step. You might see. Oh, no. Nate recovers his butterfly guard. Nate connecting to his arm, trying to switch it. Oh, gets thrown by Matt. Matt says, I'm not ready for you to get off the mat.
Yeah.
Puts his
That's
back
part of that
directly
difference
on
in
there.
that the builds in the 160 pounds.
Yeah.
For them weighing the same. Matt is very strong.
Yep. Looking for a body lock is Matt. He does connect his hands. Gonna look to step over that knee and does. But lost his body lock. Well, he's trying to get a reverse collar tie. He does. Nate, really wiry, recovers his guard. Looks to invert. Takes half guard. Matt just slices through with the split squat, knee slice, looking to step over in the mount. Nate Franklin keeps his knee up, does not allow it, trying to get that knee back inside. Interesting grip on the knee there for Nate. Kind of twirling his own body all over the place. Oof.
Another big slam, though.
Matt said, knock it off. Looking for the head and arm is Matt. Nate Franklin's got to get that elbow to the mat and circle that hand right back in front of the face.
Matt's got to get that head to the mat so there it is.
There
so
it is.
Nate can't get
It's
that
going
arm.
to be tough. His shoulder's a little high, though.
Yep.
But it was over the mouth, and you see Nate wanting to pull it down because he couldn't breathe there. But it's actually lining it up with his neck.
This
So very
position does
interesting.
not take a lot of energy to hold either. A beautiful back
Wow,
take.
what a transition to the back. Doesn't get his hooks, though. Matt Vaccarino's super impressive right now. I mean, he's doing exactly what you need to do to beat Nate Franklin. Slow him the hell down.
Yeah. Yeah, if you allow Nate to scramble and start creating those the scrambles and those chains,
Yep.
that is where he will find his positions.
Now he does get his hook. Nate kind of dangling his arm down. I wonder if Matt will trap it with his leg there. And there it is.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's hurt because there was really no reason to leave it down there. But when Matt hit that hip toss, it did look like it may have posted a little.
Yeah.
And like he came over the top of it.
He gets it back free. Slow, patient attacks from Matt Vaccarino. Nate Franklin gets the 2-on-1, gets his head to it, but Matt pulls it back around.
Matt doing a great job controlling that leg.
Yeah,
Or
sometimes
just transitioning from controlling the leg to the arm to the hip.
looking to clear the arm again. Beautiful transition to take the back even further. Now he's got that arm under the neck. Locked onto the hips. Nate not giving up that second hook, but Matt pretty satisfied with just being locking underneath. And sometimes that's even stronger than the hooks.
Nate's got to start trying to clear those feet. He's doing a good job of hand fighting, but he's not adjusting the feet at all.
There you go. He's getting to his knees. Got to turn in, but not give up the rear triangle. And it looks like Matt is finding that triangle. Kimura grip to the head. Oh, lost the arm. So Nate, this is Nate's chance to get out. What patience by Matt. Doesn't rush it. Just decided to pin his shoulders and keep him down. And here's one of the more precarious positions of jiu-jitsu. Nate looking for the Kimura here. Interesting position with his leg involved there, though.
He uses it to get into that
He's gonna
50-50
end up.
position.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Are there no heel hooks in this match?
Oh no, there's heel hooks.
Nate kind of left that leg dangling there.
Yeah.
So,
They both kind of did there, and Nate's heel is still there.
yeah.
Oh, locks him
Or
and
not
triangles
Nate's
him
match.
up now. And now looks like Nate's gonna try to hunt for
hold
the
attempt?
heel.
I think he's trying to toe hold. It looks from
It'd be tough to toe hold that leg. Oh, Matt does have some leg locks in his repertoire, or at least the awareness to attack them. Now we got Nate on top, though.
that. Matt just did a great job of recollecting that leg and sitting Nate back down.
50-50 leg battles are always interesting. In the words of Matt Bissett, you got to attack 100% of the time and defend 100% of the time. And that's 200% of the time, and that don't make no sense.
That is one of Matt's famous quotes.
Double outside, steps right over,
What a
but Nate,
beautiful pass, but Nate just
Yeah.
chasing the back.
it would have been a good pass if he had the underhook.
Yeah.
Rolls. Oh, wow. Nate settles for bottom position here.
Very unlike him.
Looks like
Starting to slow down a little.
yeah, that weight, that pressure has been taking his tax on Nate Franklin, collecting his half guard. He's such an unconventional player. The positions he gets into is not your typical positions. He's always on a weird angle.
Yeah, it makes rolling him very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, like right now he doesn't have like a full guard or anything, but he's just got such an angle. Well, Matt's gonna look to pass again. Pins the head and shoulders. Oh, he left the arm. Nate Franklin had the arm tucked in the pocket, but maybe he missed it and didn't see it. Because he could have had that arm bar there. But he's gonna settle for taking the back. Now let's see if Matt, saves some energy. He was attacking a lot.
Watch your chin. Don't just think about his feet. You got a minute and 30, Nate.
And if you know CT Combat, they are very proficient from the back. They get on your back, they're gonna look to finish. And he's finger walking up that shoulder. That's getting deep. But no hooks yet. He's gonna have to chair sit. There it is. He lets go. He's sagging off the back.
Short time left, only a minute as well.
Coming to
but
a minute.
Nate finishing pretty strong here.
Man, he's in there. He's got to let go of that arm, try to finish.
Yeah. I mean, once it's punched across with that hand behind the shoulder, though, like Nicky Rod says too, another famous quote: anything below the eyebrows.
Squeeze.
Yeah.
Well,
Especially with short time left.
Mm-hmm. This is a very interesting match. Matt Vaccarino kind of doing what he wanted for the first 8 minutes or so. Nate coming out on top of him in a lot of different positions. But right now, Matt sees himself at the bottom. Great job getting his guard back, going Ashigarami here. Looking for the outside heel hook. That's a big turn. Oh my goodness.
That
wow.
was awful.
Whew. That one puckered up.
Yeah, that looked awful. Yeah. I would be surprised if Nate does not feel that coming off the mat.
Yeah, knees aren't supposed to rotate like that.
No.
His knee was facing straight, but so was his heel.
Our timekeeper is flabbergasted.
That was Matt Vaccarino takes the decision win over Nate Franklin. Nate walking like he didn't feel it. No, there's a little limp there, but that was scary. The crowd sucked the air out the room on that one because everyone knew what that meant. That was looking like a damaging heel hook. But
knees are not something to play with. That is a long recovery. I recommend tapping early, unless you're on the world stage.
Yeah.
But for a local tournament, there's no reason to risk that.
But this is IGC. They get out there and get after it. So congrats to Nate Franklin. He loses by submission, by decision. Matt Vaccarino takes his, I believe that was his IGC debut, and that was a beautiful performance. Yeah. Extremely composed, a lot of positional control. Obviously, built like a brick shit house, just full, and takes the win. Yeah. We're going to match number 5 on the day for the main card, and that's going to see 145-pound blue belts, Jake Cordigiano. Thanks, Robbie. Out of Team Savage Powerflex, just like his picture shows, and versus Josh Gagne right out of here at Ascension Athletics. Let's take it to Jeff for the official announcement.
All right, what a match. Give them a round of applause. That was awesome. Back and forth to the very end. All right, moving on to our...
Blue light's on.
On that one.
And his opponent, out of Ascension Athletics, blue belt, Josh Gagne.
All right, Josh Gagne. versus Jake Cordigiano. Little hand fighting.
Inside ties, keep our head position matched to his. Look to establish grips first. Stop reaching with that left hand without that right hand posting first. There we go.
Jake's standing up a little tall. I think that Josh should just, I was going to say trust his wrestling, but he decided to pull guard instead.
Yeah, he's probably done his homework and seen that Josh is a guard puller, so he wasn't really worried about the wrestling there.
Josh very threatening from bottom, too. In his last IGC match, he threw up a ton of different submissions.
Oh, yeah,
off his
different
back.
triangles, different arm bars, for
Mike
sure.
Winge is very tough.
Okay, yep. And now we can start working to the inside, double hands on the neck to create a little space. Yep, he's going to try to hold on here. Just make it uncomfortable.
I'm going to turn our mic up so you can hear Jeff. Just hearing a different perspective.
Let's go, Josh. Just keep working up that guard slowly. As he reaches back, you can start thinking about what he's doing, exposing that side.
Oh. I'm going to turn that back down. A lot of looking for Kimura, but he's not grabbing the wrist. Maybe he's looking for it, but he's a little high up. When you work with levers, you're going to be at the end of them. Jake Cordigano also does MMA training.
Let's go, Josh. Good job. Listen to Casey. Right, let's start holding that knee more and get a better positive angle, please. Yeah.
Josh with a beautiful rubber guard right now.
Yeah, great job of breaking that posture.
Jake does a good job of keeping that pressure in and bringing him to the negative side, though, which ultimately made Josh let go.
You see a little bit of the flexibility that Josh has there. Trying to control that wrist, trying to get that knee inverted inside of that and switch his hips for the triangle attempt. Beautiful. Jake doing a good job keeping the pressure on. Fishing that legs. If he pops out the back, he might have an armbar, and he has hit this. There's a big highlight on the Ascension Grappling page. Well, he lost the arm, but ends up on top.
Josh, again, like Nate Franklin, very unconventional player.
Yeah.
Ends up in a lot of very strange positions.
Yeah, and they both have very similar body types. Very
They do.
very
I didn't
bendy.
realize that.
Well. Mm-hmm. It was funny because Josh ended up on top for a moment, but it was like, I'm a bottom player. I'm going to go back down.
Looks like he was hunting for that buggy choke again. And if we see 3 in a night, that'll be pretty absurd.
Philippe Simplicio resetting them in the middle.
Right away.
Let's go, Josh.
Josh on.
Let's go.
Look at
Immediately
big hip
gets
bump.
that knee in.
Yeah, good hip bump to get that knee in. You can see him turning his hips, trying to get that foot out, and there it is. Now
Beautiful
back
guard
in
with
full
that.
guard.
Take it away, man. You're the one spamming the whole time. Keep working. Let's go. Steady.
Coming in on 4 minutes into the match.
Walk up. Yes. Good. Hey, he's going to hold you.
Jake taking a very MMA style approach
Yeah.
to this guard. Where
Yeah.
just keeping the posture down, which can be dangerous. But as long as you're controlling the arms, there's really not a ton of threat here.
Keeping
But
his,
at the same time, there's not a lot of offense either.
yeah, keeping his head in a good position as well.
Okay, we got to create angles on bottom.
Positive angle, ready for your game.
That's it, Jake. Just keep pressuring back on those angles. Start spinning, Josh. Let's go. Come on, Jake. Let's get it.
Beautiful. Beautiful job by Jake keeping that head in position, cross-facing. Josh trying to get a high guard. But here's the difference. You know, the people that have had success playing guard today play off of one hip, play at an angle.
Yeah.
Josh is trying to do this all with both of his hips on the ground, and that's just tough. You might get into some positions, but you really need an angle to attack, whether it's a sweep or a submission.
Josh opting to go butterfly this time.
Going double collar tie, which is not great option there with the butterfly.
Swim in with the arms and then press a hand in for your triangle.
Coming up on 4.5 minutes in. There's a triangle attempt. Josh uses it to sweep on top. Interesting position. Jake gets up on top, looking to go north-south. Bendy, Mr. Bendy over here trying to poke his leg through. There it is. Recovers his guard again. So a lot of attempts, again, by Josh. And, with experience, you'll probably see those finish a little bit more often. But right now, he's playing off his back, both hips on the ground. He's got some good tools, but just not right there on the finish yet.
His guard retention is very good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's one of those things. You could take a lot of chances if you have confidence that you can get your guard back, right? Jake still with heavy MMA pressure for a full guard, hands in the face, burying his head in Josh's chin. Not really much attempts to get out, though, right now. The times that he has escaped the guard is because of Josh's attacks.
Yeah, another very tough match to score, I think, if it comes down to it.
I don't know. I think right now, if I were to score it, I'd score Josh having the most submission attempts, most attacks. He's got a few sweeps with it.
Especially in jiu-jitsu. Like you mentioned earlier, the bottom guy in jiu-jitsu is actually the attacking person.
Oh. Shout out to Marshall Truth Matters, saying great event on our YouTube stream. Back to this full guard. Battle. Looking for the angle. Needs to collect that elbow, though. He's got to get that elbow across that center line if he wants to attack something from there.
Another beautiful job keeping his guard.
This is match number 5 of the main card of 13. Coming up on 1.5 minutes left. Little can opener action by Jake.
A beautiful knee cut pass.
Yeah. Jake finally getting into some type of a dominant position. Looking up. What's going on here? It was looking like a little confusion. He said, "I want to get up, but I don't want to get up."
he loves to play off his back.
Yeah.
He feels very comfortable there, which is a huge part of competing. If you feel comfortable, you're going to do a better job.
Juan T hit up our comments and says, "My knees are killing me watching Josh." You and me both, brother. He's got to keep an arm, though, when he does that. He's not connecting to the limbs.
Jake's very quick to pull his arms out as soon as he feels the threat of a triangle or an armbar.
Yeah, but Josh is also not securing it with any type of elbow grip, shotgun elbow grip, double wrist grip, anything, overhook, underhook. He's just throwing the legs up there. And you're messing with somebody that trains MMA, so he's going to posture immediately in those. Let's see if he takes pot. He's not interested in taking top position. Coming on 10 seconds left. I mean, when you got a guard that you're not worried about getting past, why? He's okay with it.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Mm-hmm. There you go. It's going to go to the referee decision here. Josh Gagne and Jake Cordigiano going a full 10 minutes. And wow, Jake actually takes it. All right. Interesting decision there. What do you think?
I think Felipe owes me a super fight for that decision.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. There was a lot of top pressure there. You kind of said it in halfway through, like, you know, you thought maybe Jake was taking it there. Ultimately,
it's not so much that I thought Jake was taking it. It's that I think people seem to think the top guy is always in charge, and that's not always the case, especially in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and I didn't really see any types of guard passing happening.
No submission attempts.
Like we said, the only time that he was his guard was open is when he attacked, and then Jake never really got close to passing there. But nonetheless, the referee has the last word, and it goes to Jake Cordigiano taking the decision there. We're going to match number 6. This is going to see blue belts Grace Long versus Madison Crockett. Madison Crockett looking to avenge a loss from early in her card. She was visibly emotional with her loss. Let's take it to Jeff for the official announcement.
All right, we're moving on to match 6. Out of the blue corner, representing Gracie Sports, blue belt Grace Long.
All right, right into it. Madison,
Pulling guard immediately again.
yeah, and she was, you know, obviously visibly upset at her buggy choke loss against Jocelyn Plurd. Grace Long here with a can opener from full guard.
Grace Long, an IGC vet. Actually, Madison Crockett is as well.
Yeah,
They've both been here
got-
quite a few
yeah,
times.
They got some matches here.
This is Madison's second of the day.
Grace repping the military American flag and the Marines on the back.
Was Grace in the military?
I don't know. Let's find out. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, very tight armbar attempt here.
Oh. Looked like Grace wanted to
Look,
tap.
yeah.
She wants to. She needs to pull her arm out.
Yeah.
She's like, there it is. Her head was locked in there, and Madison was, you know, had some venom in her from that first match. So that was interesting.
Your winner, Madison
That was
That preemptive tap is something an old coach of mine used to talk about. It's like, instead of getting ready to tap, try to defend if you can verbally tap.
Yeah.
Because that hand is now doing nothing, which means you're kind of just giving in to the submission.
yeah, and
At the same time, when it's that tight, it's like you don't want it to break, so you're a little hesitant.
So
but there's
my-
always a verbal tap.
my first reaction was like, oh man, she should be getting out. And then when I saw when she let go of the legs, how bent Grace's head was, she was completely immobilized there.
Yeah.
And so she was definitely stuck.
You see it a lot with rear naked chokes. They'll like, instead of be defending, they'll just have like the hand ready.
Yeah.
Just waiting to tap.
Yeah, for sure. And that gives Madison Crockett a win on the day over Grace Long. We're going to match number 7. This is going to be our last match before we take a 10-minute intermission to let everyone stretch their legs, go to the bathroom, grab some food, pick up some merch from our vendors. And this match is at 145 pounds. Blue belts, Joe Carey out of Vanguard Academy and Justin Cici, IGC vet, coming out of BTT Boston. Let's take it to Jeff for the official announcement.
I love it.
Here comes Joe Carey, and sporting a much different haircut than he had his first match around here.
Also part of No Shirt Nation, which
Yep.
you gotta love to see.
Justin coming out with his patented winter hat in the middle of June. So these guys are both very exciting competitors. Joe Carey, if you remember his picture where he was kind of like in a buggy, holding a buggy choke and then like giving the hang loose sign to the camera, which is really cool. And if you don't know, when we create these matches, we create group texts where you'll have the main card in one and the prelims in the other. And there was an interaction between these guys where head matchmaker Jack Stapleton mentioned, who's ready to take home some IGC medals? And Justin was like, I'm taking home 2 because he's got 2 matches. And Joe instantly was like, good luck with that, buddy. You know, it's like
I love the banter. It is obviously, Dan, you see me on the mat every day. That's what I'm known for.
yeah. And actually, I think it could have been his other opponent that said it, but either way, the banter is great. And then
I should definitely be a part of those group chats.
Yeah.
I promise I will be the best instigator they've ever seen.
Yeah. Joe Carey with like a little bit of what is that, blue on his hair?
I think so. I thought it was the lights at first.
Like
I had to look off screen to kind of see.
Yeah.
I actually thought he was wearing a headband when I
like-
looked at the camera.
He went to the barber and said, let me get the blue tiara. And then there was another interaction with the same guys where one of them goes, you know, what time can we weigh in? What's the earliest we can weigh in? And then the opponent was like, what's the matter, bud? You hungry? Yeah. It was very cool.
Right in.
Yeah, you gotta love that. It just brings out so much like competitiveness, but in a sportsman-like way as well.
Yeah. So right now we
And
got
then
an
it makes the matches
Ashigarami.
excited.
Absolutely. We got an Ashigarami battle with Joe Carey trying to pass as he goes. Big hip bump by Justin. Perfectly executed.
Justin's been cross-training with us quite a bit.
Yeah, actually, I'll announce it right here. Justin Cici is moving down from Boston to Bristol to become a full-time Ascension Athletics student.
He will not be the first, however.
Yeah,
We
no.
also somehow convinced Jack Stapleton to do the same a few years ago.
Yeah, back in IGC1, we had a first conversation with Jack Stapleton about moving down here, and now he's our full-time coach here.
Heavy arms in the face.
Justin doing a great job of making jiu-jitsu mean again. Just
Yeah.
constantly grinding the face, posting, and that is so taxing as a bottom guy. It's so awful to deal with.
Yeah, you can't really see it right now because you got the cameras to their backs, but Justin is basically punching him in. No, just kidding. He's dragging his forearms across Joe's face, left and right, left and right.
Just driving his side head back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for maximum control, we need to lock our feet and extend our hips into the mat. Thank you.
Justin basically like playing a video game right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the viewers can hear Jeff, but as soon as he says something, Justin does it immediately.
Yeah.
6 minutes. We got 6.5 minutes left. Nice hip wrap. We talked about it. Take our time to clear that knee line. Okay. Pummel that right foot in.
Joe
Left
Carey
foot leg.
sweeps into Ashigarami, using it to get up, looking to reset into a leg entanglement. Had a little bit of a bite on the ankle, but great job by Justin turning out of it, hiding the heel.
Doing a great job.
Looks
staying on
like
that leg.
Joe is
Working on his legs. Underhook his right leg. To split it. Underhook it.
Grab his toes here.
Doing a really good job keeping that knee line out of
Yeah,
danger.
cleared. And if you were to ask me, it looks like Joe is a little bit more savvy in the legs there.
It
In
does
that
look
entanglement.
it does look that way, especially with the way he changed back and forth.
They're going pretty much rolling to the edge of the
Yeah, it's
the
just such a tough
boundary here.
position to reset them in.
exactly. So
It moves so
there
much.
it is. They separate, and Philippe's going to get the reset into the middle of the mat. She's. Let's see.
Elevate that.
I'm just going to turn this mat cam up and hear this heavy breathing because they're pretty close to us right now.
Joe, I think, realizing that he's a little more proficient in the leg locks maybe and opted to play bottom. But Justin just trying to smash through that.
Yes. Good pressure by
I
Justin.
need that left leg extended just a
Just
little bit.
over
Left leg
5.5
extended.
minutes into the match. Joe with a big butterfly sweep, looking to get into the legs. You can obviously hear them
Right on his left leg.
breathing.
Yes, left leg is available.
right in front of these mats. Big, deep, heavy breaths. Joe with a cross face. Justin playing half butterfly, gets to a full butterfly. But Joe has the underhooks and his hands locked with the body lock, trying to suck his hips in, but Justin comes away with a full guard and a very easy hip bump sweep again.
Plenty of time, man. Plenty of time. No rush. Awesome.
Beautiful transition to the back. Punches, spams left, spams right. Actually the opposite, but you get the point. Staying, trailing, man, wet blanket status for Justin Cici on top of Joe Carey.
Right
Driving
back to
the
that grinding of
forearm,
those elbows
grind.
across the head.
Absolutely. Elbows in his face. This isn't soccer, folks. Look at
No,
that.
I'm sure there are a lot of people watching this right now that think that this is not acceptable, but that's what jiu-jitsu is. It is not a kind sport.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, right, we're attacking levers, arms, legs, but the biggest lever in the body is the spine, and the end of that lever is the head. So you have to manipulate the head to control your opponent. And Justin doing that beautifully.
Leg a little bit out of the way. You're 2.5 minutes left. I like what you're doing, man. Just taking our time.
Looking to finger walk that elbow, but Joe doing a good job keeping his elbows close to his body. Justin going back to driving that elbow into his neck. And what he's doing with that is not just being mean. He's trying to draw a reaction out of Joe. He wants them to push up at those hands, so maybe he opens it up.
Finish on top again, please. Thank you. Get on that neck. Clear our legs. Stand up.
Incredible performance from both these guys right now. Very impressive. Big knee slice. Joe Carey starting to turn up the heat.
He's a dog, man. He's going to push this last minute and a half.
Looking for the inside heel hook there.
Work right now. Watch your head. Watch your neck. Underhook the top leg.
Minute and a half left.
Underhook the top leg.
Joe Carey backs out, says, let's get back to the middle, boy. Awesome.
One on now.
Hey, this last minute you need a lot.
Minute 15 seconds left.
That left hand is doing nothing. Fight it to the inside. Get some frames.
Joe now with an underhook and a crossface connected. Justin looking to frame with the right hand and try to work his left hand in as well. He gets his leg in there.
On his elbow.
Joe looking to just keep that
That's
pressure.
a very dangerous position. Your LCL is exited the chat.
45 seconds. We got a posture. Shelf that leg. So you're gonna put your right knee straight on. Yep. You're either gonna step over with your left or you're gonna shelve it with your right. That right thigh would go across his shin. Head up. Yes, nice re-attack, man.
Short time on the clock, 30 seconds.
30
Justin
seconds, and this has
looking
been
for that leg.
non-stop for 10 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
Go, yep, underhook it to pop it, then expose.
Both guys conditioning, obviously very good.
Pass it to the other side of your head.
Come on, 10 seconds, shot. Hey, undo his legs and that will undo the pressure he's mounting right now.
8 seconds. Looks like we're going to go to decision unless something crazy happens in the last 5, 3, 2.
Inside heel.
Beautiful.
Very good.
Incredible match. Non-stop action.
Both guys
Great
very high level
performance.
blue belts.
Yeah.
Your winner,
Justin
Cici.
Cici takes the decision over Joe Carey. Incredible show of respect from each of them. Both of them are dogs, man. That was wild. Very impressive, Justin. His re-attacks were great. I mean, you literally didn't see him stop for 10 minutes. 10 minutes straight, he just kept going.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like I said, he's been training with us a lot lately, and like you mentioned, he's actually moving down here. So training with us full time. And, he's a very good grappler. He's a very good grappler.
Yeah, I can't wait to train with him.
Very dedicated to just, even when he's drilling, just constantly drilling things.
Yeah, for sure.
He doesn't really get sidetracked too often.
For sure. We are going to take a quick intermission. Before that, I'd like to just shout out our sponsors one more time. 9 Circles Apparel. Check them out on Instagram at 9 Circles Apparel, I believe. Let me just double check that right here. Pull out the trusty space phone. Oh my goodness, I should not have opened that up. Just start alerts starting going
Dan
off
just
like
got about
crazy.
74 notifications.
Yeah, it's 9 Circles Apparel on Instagram. Check them out. And then our next sponsor, Hemp Honey. Hemp Honey is a CBD infused honey. There are Hemp Honey Life on Instagram. Do us a favor, man. These are 2 local companies. Shoot them a follow, man. Help them with those algorithms. Like some pictures. You know, we're all in this together. This jiu-jitsu culture, man, it's real tight. We got to take care of the people that take care of us. And 2 great brands, Hemp Honey Life, 9 Circles Apparel. Tag them, shout them out, tag IGC, Ironman Grappling, and let's help these companies get some exposure because they're doing some cool stuff. Lastly, AGC, you know we run it, Ascension Grappling Championships, September 9th in Stamford, Connecticut at the beautiful Chelsea Piers. I don't like to be like cocky with this type of stuff, but man, we're running some incredible events there.
Yeah, I mean, you deserve to be cocky about it. We end on time, or we end early every time. Matches are constantly going. It's super organized. It's a beautiful venue. I mean, everybody watching, they've been to tournaments. Everybody competing has competed in tournaments. And there's just not another one like it. There really isn't. It's insane.
Yeah, we're young. We've only had a few. But let me tell you, we got this down. We got the sauce. I know we're going to be one of the top tournaments around. And if we want to take it more than the North New England or even Connecticut, we will. We don't know if we want to do that. We like to maybe run 2-3 events a year right now and maximize those events. But sign up. Check us out. Give us a chance. You know, you're giving, I know jiu-jitsu competitors have given money over and over again to companies that have just burned them time and time again, you know, whether it be horrible venues, overcapacity venues where they're getting shut down, shitty bathrooms, all this type of stuff. All this matters. No warm-up area. You know,
weigh-ins at 10 o'clock and then your match goes off at 7 at night. I mean, that's you're just doing nothing for hours on end.
At the end of the day, we're 3 competitors, me, Jack, and Jeff, 3 competitors that have been to tournaments all over the place, and we took the best of what we saw and even, took in consideration the worst of what we saw. We have a robust internet system. The PA system is the clearest you're going to hear. You're not going to miss your match because he's to the mat. No, you're going to hear your name be called to the mat. Give us a shot. You know, that's all I'm asking. Give us a shot. See for yourself. AGC Connecticut, September 9th, Stamford, Connecticut, at Chelsea Piers. We'll be back after the short break. Looks like we'll be back in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. See you soon.
check. There we go. There we go. Now we got signal. So Jeff, when you coach, let me know again. I'm gonna. Yep, go for it. It's all good.
Hey. Yo, this shit.
Whoop, whoop. We back. Let's go. That was our final intermission. We have 6 matches left. 4, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and then the co-main event and main event. It's been an awesome day. It looks like we're going to be, man, we're right on time. We're a little bit early, so perfect. We got first match coming up. Another Ascension Athletics, IGC veteran. Man, I just noticed that we had some little issues on those IGC records. That thing's got carried over somehow. But, yeah, you see that little blur?
Yeah.
We'll fix that for the next one. Learning curve. First time we did tail of the tapes. But we'll definitely get that fixed for the next one. We got the Slim Reaper, Matt Baptiste, going against Joe Cordigiano, who's taking his second match. He did some push-ups, some pull-ups, flexed a few times, and he's ready to be back. No, I'm just kidding, but Team Savage Power Flex, Jordan Cordigiano, you saw him. He looks like Captain America over here, and he's going to be facing somebody that's pretty much a skeleton with some skin on it. Matt Baptiste got like chopsticks for legs, but them chopsticks is super dangerous. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's take it over to Jeff for the official announcement on the mat.
All right, we're back. Let's go. Yeah. Woo! That's that good energy. All right, this is about to be a good match too, so it's a good way to start this thing. All right, out of the blue corner from Ascension Athletics, blue belt, Matt Baptiste.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be taking on out of Team
Do they get
Savage
walkout songs then?
Flex,
No.
blue belt, Joe Cordigiano.
Oh, wait. No, it's not the same person. It's a brother, I guess, huh? Because the other one was Jake. And this is Joe. They got
me full too.
two Captain Americas in the same family. It's crazy. But
Genetics are
nonetheless,
strong.
Joe Cordigiano on the mat, and Matt Baptiste on his back, very calm from his back. This guy is a guard player in the truest sense.
Yeah, Matt is probably one of the most proficient in guard with attacks in our entire gym, I would say.
Yeah.
And even though he has chopsticks for limbs, he is very strong.
Yeah.
His
yeah.
pulling and tensile strength is absurd.
Absolutely. I mean, and you know, we're joking around about him being chopsticks and all, but this is a veteran of the U.S. Marines, so he has that dog in him.
I forget that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Right now, he's just patient, breaking the posture, looking.
He wants that rubber guard.
Yeah, he was looking for that rubber guard. He does have a really good dead orchard, really good triangles as well. And Joe doing what he has to do right now, keeping his head in his chin, buried. Most likely trains MMA as well, alongside his brother.
Matt does get that rubber guard, though, and he's looking for gun show. But Joe does a really good job of getting that shoulder through.
Yeah, right now, looks like Joe's done his homework. He's not looking to tie up Matt's arm from underneath to start passing. And Matt is not ready to start fully attacking. He is completely calm, just feeling Joe out right now. And Joe doing a good job keeping his elbows in, not allowing that rubber guard to come up.
There's the gun show, though. He does get it.
He got gun show.
He just got to make sure he keeps that arm in front of the shoulder so that Joe can't slip that shoulder back inside and regain the space.
Yep. So what you're seeing is he's using his right wrist across, connected to his shin, which is wedged on Joe's shoulder. creating a good push-pull. Hey, we're going to take this to our new coach Mike. Coaching Matt Baptiste is Casey Norton, black belt. Let's see what we can hear.
Yep, grab that tricep, start using your body. Yes, good. You got positive angle on this side if you want it. Grab the knee to pull it in. Yes, that's good. I like this.
So you're hearing Casey Norton, black belt and pro MMA fighter.
Yes, great job.
Walk
now, tighten that up, cinch
Matt
it.
Baptiste through this
100% before we go for that arm. 100%. Okay, never mind. Let's do it again. Hey, perfect job. Good job. That's what we're talking about.
Hey, control that head. Keep that head controlled. Now we work the
Nice and slow. Let's finish it up nice and tight.
go.
And there's Casey Norton
We can
there.
underhook that leg to get a better angle if we
Casey
need to.
spent years studying rubber guard and did a lot of seminars with 10th Planet's top guys to refine that knowledge.
Underhook that arm that he's locked. Oh, yep.
Hey, yeah, keep it tight so his legs are not able to come over because they're going to explode back. So make sure we work on that arm, but work close. You can grab his elbow instead of the wrist.
Joe doing a good job keeping that
Yeah, let's get a
pressure
spirit
on,
through,
trying
okay.
to punch
Hey,
that
let's
shoulder
start
through.
digging onto the inside of that arm. So left hand stays
He's got
on
the
the head.
triangle. He's in there. And now he's going for the arm bar. Oh, very tight arm bar. Pays off. That coaching. Listen to Casey carefully and made it happen. You know?
Yeah, Casey's such a great coach.
Look at that.
He's
Matt-
so clean in his delivery.
Matt Baptiste, cold. The Slim Reaper is cold. He didn't even, his expression didn't change from start to finish. And great job by Joe, weathering the storm for a while, keeping his head in position. But ultimately, he was in the domain of Matt Baptiste with that full guard, who's very adept at attacking from there, finding those dead orchards and those arm bars and those triangles. We're going to go right to our next match. That's going to see Xavier Barrios, blue belt out of Vanguard Academy. And he's taking on one of our good friends who came up from down south, Will Honer, out of Mid-City MMA. Let's take it to Jeff for the announcement.
All right. All right, so I coached him when he was high school. This is fun. All right, so we have coming up next, out of the blue corner from Vanguard Academy, blue belt, Xavier Barrios. And his opponent for the second time, coming out of the red corner, out of Mid-City MMA, blue belt, Will Honer.
And we're off. Xavier takes bottom position by sitting guard.
Like Dan mentioned too, Will came all the way up from New Orleans for this match. You know, Jeff coached him in high school, so it's cool that Jeff's coaching him again.
Yeah, and he's got an MMA career going, right? He's got a couple,
I believe
couple wins.
a fairly successful MMA career
Yeah.
down there in New Orleans out of Mid-City. I think he's 4-0 with quite a few submission finishes, actually.
Yeah. And his jiu-jitsu game's really still pretty new. He's definitely a wrestler. Oh, he's in a leg lock right now. And this
That
is
looks
not looking
awful.
good. Oh, slips the heel, though. Beautiful. And now he's looking for his own leg lock with the inside heel. But, big straight ankle lock. Xavier Barrios takes it with a straight ankle lock, puts his hips into it, and gets a quick finish over Will Honer. Very cool.
Yeah, very good technique by Xavier there.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Quick finish. We're going directly to our next match. We got a couple IGC veterans, and these guys also competed against each other at our AGCs and put on a show. And that's going to be 135-pounders. We got Luke Ramirez, purple belt out of Core ATT, and he's facing Themi Barkas, a white belt, but don't let that white belt fool you. He's got an extensive wrestling career, and he's getting pretty damn good at jiu-jitsu, representing Gracie Sports. 135-pound match. Let's take it to Jeff for the announcement.
All right, moving along. Match 10 at 135. Out of the blue corner, introducing core and ATT purple belt Luke Ramirez. And his opponent out of Gracie Sports, white belt Temi Barkas.
Oh, you going gi pants.
Yeah.
He going old school Eddie Bravo style, wearing some gi pants. There they go. Temi with a feint, level change feint, looking to tie up. Nice, just measuring it out. Nice collar tie.
Push his face. Push his face. Push his face. Get that over.
Got to give a shout out to Temi Barkas too. I mean, even despite his wrestling background, jumping up 2 belt levels against the seasoned competitors, not
Luke
a
looking to
small
go
task.
attack the arm right here, though. Yeah, for sure. These guys are exciting. Luke, we've had him on the card before. He's put on some incredible matches. Temi, we've seen him compete at our AGCs. He put on some awesome matches as well. And it's been interesting because they were like very fast moving, very scrambly. But right now, they're very controlled in position. Hey, Jeff. The AC. Temi putting some shoulder pressure into Luke here, trying to cut the angle. But not really going to break Luke Ramirez's guard like that. We're 2 minutes in. We got a full guard battle here.
Yeah, and wrestlers have a very anti-jiu-jitsu style of grappling, which I think is why this is such a controlled pace. Because Temi's just looking to negate everything at this point.
Yeah, not give Luke the opportunity to take something.
Yeah, and in jiu-jitsu, the more scrambles there are, the more there is opportunity for an attack.
Luke tries to sit up for a hip bump sweep. Temi negates that pretty easily. Tries to turn his hips for an arm bar. Temi disengages and says, let's take this back up to the feet. Back on the head heavy. I mean, you instantly see that he's way comfortable on his feet.
Yeah.
You know, way more comfortable on his feet. And lets Luke pull guard. We got a butterfly guard by Luke trying to elevate Temi, connecting to Luke's head. Going single leg X's. Luke trying to rip out, but that's not going to work there. So we're going to see a straight ankle lock attempt. He's going to turn belly down. Probably going to get the finish here. Looks like he's going double outside now. And Temi's not doing too much to escape it. He is pushing the toes. He's going to get up. He's going to get out of it. Awesome. Great composure.
Very good on Temi. That's the right move by Luke, in my opinion, especially with Temi wearing gi pants.
Yeah.
It's purple belt versus white belt, so obviously Luke has a lot more knowledge of leg locks. And the gi pants make it damn near impossible to escape them once you're there.
I mean, you saw it, right? He went to rip out, and it was like,
Yeah. And he's a powerful wrestler. Like, he's explosive. You can see it in his movement.
Yeah.
But it's not going anywhere. So I thought that was an interesting choice on his part to wear gi pants at all.
Yeah. Maybe later we'll find out that he just forgot his shorts.
I was just thinking it. Borrowed gi pants out of the back from somebody.
Has he got a choke in right now?
I think he's kind of just
Like
got
a
like
short choke? Like
maybe like a pistol choke almost.
Oh man, no, it looks, I don't know. I can't really see what grip this would be if he is choking.
It looks to me just like he had a standard like rear naked choke grip, but
From the side, yeah.
yeah.
Hand on the throw. Hand on the throw. Yes. Yes. Hand on the throat, Demi. Hand on the throat. Settle back. Settle back. Settle back.
Holding his own, though, with the purple belt.
Yeah.
And Luke's a seasoned competitor, has multiple wins on multiple circuits. Big sweep. We're about to see Luke on top. Probably going to step over for this armbar, too. No, he's going to settle for the pin here.
This should be a very good position for Luke because wrestlers are not comfortable on their back. And as a white belt, he just doesn't have the experience to really handle that yet. At least I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now you see him pulling on that arm when he should be more focused on framing. And right now that right arm, his elbows are flared, so there's no frames. So Luke is in good, right into driver's seat right now.
He was reaching for that leg, probably trying to look to carry it over the top.
If Themi's going to get out, it's probably going to be a big explosive hip bump that circles him back to his knees. But Luke preemptively jumps it. Probably going to come away with the back here. Looking to get underneath. He's going to stay in quarter mount. Or quarter guard. 3/4 mount? What would you call that? Quarter guard, 3/4 mount. Well,
Any and all of the above.
yo. Big sprawl by Luke. Oh, switches it into the guillotine. Does he have his hands connected? Looks like it. With the leg over the arm, but nope, he doesn't have the leg connected, or the hands connected. Themi back to cross-facing, trying to create space by pushing on the ribs of Luke Ramirez.
Luke did a great job breaking the posture, though.
Yeah, Themi kind of dangling his arm to one side. Not what you actually want. You want to keep your arms on each side. So Luke doesn't take advantage of it, though. Coming up on 3 minutes left.
Posture up, Demi. We need to posture up here. He's going to work attacks. Arm bars. Be careful here.
Big pressure.
Hands in. Hands in.
But as we've seen all day, you know, pressuring in from the full guard, you know, may annoy your opponent, but ultimately it's not going to get you out and get you into an attacking position. You got to work to get out of guard. And the best way to get out of guard is standing up. So if you're driving your head in, you're not doing your job to posture up and get up.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is keep your posture down because that's where all the attacks come from. You start working high guards, arm bars, triangles.
Try to stand up, Demi.
Under 2 minutes left, and we're in a very familiar position of this match so far.
Hide it. He's going for it.
Head matchmaker Jack Stapleton yelling out, minute and a half left, let's see something. And there he goes.
What a beautiful
big
sweep.
Big sweep by Luke Ramirez. Hip bump sweeps have been money all day today.
Minute 30, Demi. Keep in mind.
Minute 10 left, and this time Luke Ramirez is in full mount. Themi's arms are up over his head. Let's see if Luke maybe sits over for an S mount or just rides it out here. Gives him space, so Themi gets his arms back in, but now he's looking to work that elbow back up. He's got a big crossface with the right arm, underhooking with the left arm.
Yeah, Luke just cooking slowly here, keeping his pressure down.
Yeah. Themi
Just suffocating.
with a big bridge, but he doesn't. It's
gonna
Luke
be
is
hard
too
to
high.
get. Yeah, Luke's got that high mount.
So Luke attempting to throw his leg for an S mount, but he doesn't have the arm on the center. So it's probably going to get squared up a little again.
Short time. I think Luke is just kind of looking to ride this out. Nope, I guess
that's
I was
over for the 15 seconds left. Let's see if Luke can close it out with the arm bar. He's facing. Now he's facing the head, so he might get stacked here. Switches. Yeah, Themi's out. 4 seconds left. 2.
And time.
Great match. Great match. Exhausted. I mean, if you're watching from home, you don't do jiu-jitsu. Or if you do jiu-jitsu,
don't do jiu-jitsu, you should.
Yeah, absolutely. If you do jiu-jitsu, I mean, how many times do you have 10-minute rolls? 10-minute rolls like that, all out. So
Here at Ascension, we do them very often.
Yeah. Ugh. That was great, though. What was that? Sorry. Luke Ramirez takes the win over Themi Barkas. We're going to match number 11, and this one's going to see Justin Cici coming back to the mats, and he's going to take on Ben DeCrenza, who also is an IGC veteran. He's got 2 wins here. It's a 145-pound match. Let's take it to Jeff for the official announcement.
All right, we got 3 more matches of the night. To wrap things up, going on to the next match, we have out of the blue corner from BTT Boston, blue belt Justin Cici.
Justin
with the hat again.
Oh yeah,
and his opponent out of Legends Martial Arts, blue belt Ben DeCrenza.
And here comes Ben, animalistically walking to the mat. And they're off. Justin back on the bottom, looking for an omoplata position. Hooking the leg, too. Doing a great job. Yep. Oh, wow. Heel hooking while he's got the omoplata. Justin, pretty creative here.
Another hip bump sweep.
It's like 4 times, 4 times today hitting hip bumps. Justin's got that down. And I mean, perfectly executed too, right? You just see his opponents basically sitting back and accepting it because their hips are gone. Transitioning from the triangle to the armbar, back to the triangle, pulling the head into the hamstring. Justin trying to control the hands, sitting back, probably going to throw his legs over for defense. Switching to the armbar is Justin.
And back,
back and forth.
This is
what we call a dilemma. Big slam. Ooh, almost posted. Slams are legal. You can do them. So you can unearth your opponent here at IGC. We got a floating floor. It's kind of like hitting a WWE ring without the annoying sound.
There's nothing better than hitting someone with the earth. I'm convinced.
Yeah. Well, then do judo. No.
No, that's not the same.
You just refuse to wear a gi, huh?
Yeah, absolutely not.
No.
I burned my gi, sacrificed it to the no-gi gods. That is what I did. Had a whole ritual for it.
Awesome. Hey, man, if you are watching our live stream online right now and you like what you're seeing, obviously we're not Flow Grappling or anything like that, but we think we put on a pretty good show and execute it very well. Give us a follow on Instagram. Give us a follow on Facebook. Even if you can shoot us a review. We're a small business. We're just trying to grow, and growth comes with exposure. So exposure comes with our fans exposing us, to the masses with reviews, follows, whatever it may be, shares. We appreciate it very much. Now back to the action. Ben DeCrenza looking to pass. Right. Yeah. We're going to go to the coach's mic. And we got
I can pull
Jeff.
that towards you.
right there in camera view. He's coaching Justin
Get right to inside, yes.
There you go. There's the action, leg entanglement happening.
Get your right hip to the floor, good. Keep your right hip on the floor if you can.
And this is where
Right
we
hip
talk
on the
about
floor.
it's like a
Now work on his
video
legs.
game.
Yeah, we expose it immediately. Hard crank, go, 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 go. Hips in, follow. Hips in, get your hip to the side.
Woo, he's turning it, but Ben's doing a great
Just
job.
snuck that knee
Hey,
out.
Yeah,
Hey, get in those legs. In on the legs.
great combination of attacks. And
Almost no waste of time. Justin getting right back to that guard, pulling back to work.
Yep.
Ben falling back for a leg lock.
Yeah, and what a heel slip by Justin. Pointed his toes and
Hey,
pulled it
putting
right
your left
out.
foot in his chest when you're trying to enter is going to kick him away.
So this is an individual
neck.
sport, but it is when you have a coach in your corner that can direct you,
Gotta be a
that
flat
knows
foot,
what
not a
he's
bladed
seeing,
foot.
and there's there's some coaches that come to mind. Jeff Haddad, you always hear him on the mats. Mike Wacker out of Black Hole, you always hear him, giving instructions to his students, and it just makes things easier
Beautiful
for you, right? Because
reversal,
you
my
got
friend.
so much going on in a jiu-jitsu match, so to have someone to tell you something you might be missing
Yeah,
is
nice.
huge.
Hey, you got to frame and push him away. Get underneath or push him
Looks
away.
like
Yeah, it really is,
Justin's
especially
going
when
for the
it's-
false sweep,
Beautiful.
but Ben's
Right on
privy
that
to
knee
it.
bar.
Knee
Hey,
bar,
grab his
side
toes
knee
so
bar.
you can't running man. Get on the tip of the toes.
Oh. So you see, Jeff is calling it before it happens,
Wrong way,
because he's
wrong
been
way.
there. So he's a competitor
Lock your
coach.
legs.
When you got coaches that haven't competed, that's why they're
Hey, I
not
need
very
you to get your
voicious
leg over
on
here.
the mats or
Triangle your
coaching
leg.
you, things like that, because they haven't seen
And
it.
then work on his.
Jeff does a great job of being very clear and concise in what he's looking for as well.
No extra
Beautiful.
words, right? Absolutely.
Hey,
Which is
foot in
so
the
important
chest
because
if
there's
we're
so
gonna
little
go there,
time.
man.
Things
He's
develop
smashing
so
your
fast.
leg.
There's so little time to react.
Let's see if we can get another shot at Jeff
Watch your knee, watch your
coaching.
knee.
There he is. Very
Great
involved
match,
in the
guys.
match.
Great match.
Halfway through. All right. We'll turn down that mic cam and call the actions. Ben
Another big
looking to
slam.
slam him, pick him up. We've seen some match-ending slams. Both ways, slamming deeper into the choke and slamming right out of the choke. Right now is an arm bar.
Yeah, Justin's got to start doing a better job when he feels that lift coming to underhook that leg so he doesn't get lifted. It's
There
gonna-
we go. Boy's got some serious connection. Awesome.
Nice, Justin. Let's go.
Oh, Ben sitting back for the legs.
Justin's so good at slipping that foot out, though.
Yeah, that knee line, he clears very quickly. This match is incredible. Back and forth.
Both guys pulling guard back and forth trying to get leg entanglements.
Go, Justin.
Great posture by Ben quickly,
Here comes
but
the
he's
hip on
going to hit
sweep
that.
again.
Wow, dude. Dude, that's crazy. If you had the bet for over 3 hip bump sweeps on DraftKings, you've just won. It's Justin's 4th hip bump sweep of the day. Cross facing, nice frames by Ben. Both guys working real hard.
Let's go, Justin.
I'm not sure if Felipe split that up or if that was just good sportsmanship on Ben, just resetting.
Let's go.
Going to crank that head, trying to pull himself in. Ben gets rid of his finger wrap. K-guard by Justin. Pulls him through. Looking for inside Ashi. Not controlling the toes. He's going to let him turn out. Now he's got the secondary leg, so he's a little more connected to him. There you go, going to Omni lock type deal, but he wants to pull that secondary leg to the other side to expose that inside heel hook. Ben trying to. Oh, wow, he got it. That was nice.
Yeah, very big.
Yeah, Ben got a little bit lazy on the defense there, you know, and
he let that secondary leg stay a little too
Yeah.
long, which gave him,
Yep.
which gave Justin enough knee control.
Yep, opened up that inside heel hook. Justin takes that inside heel hook. Beautiful show of sportsmanship between the guys again. Justin Cici delivers on his promise of taking 2 medals today. 2-0 on the day. And I think he moves his IGC record to like 4-0. No, he did have 1 loss. Yep. And
3-1 is not a bad record.
yeah, not a bad record for IGC when you have some serious talent on the mats.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
Yeah, Ben DeKrenz is very good.
Yeah.
As you guys just saw.
I mean, that match was back and forth. It was beautiful. Let's go. We are match 12. This is our co-main event of the day. We got some big boys here. We got 230-pounders, Justin Sumter, brown belt out of FAA Connecticut under Nick Newell. Damian Roberts, brown belt out of Essential Jiu-Jitsu under JT Torres. Again, two very different body types. Going to be an exciting match. Can't wait to see how these styles match up. Let's take it to Jeff for the official announcement.
Blue belts?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there.
What a match. Give those guys a round of applause. That was intense. That's what it's about, too. That was awesome. What a gut check for both of them. All right, moving to our co-main. What an awesome co-main this is. It's going to be a 15-minute match, by the way, so it's going to be a grind. We'll introduce first out of the blue corner, out of FAA. I don't know what color belt he is, but he's a beast, Justin Sumter.
It's going to be a 10-minute match.
Oh. 10 minute. Justin is a brown belt. Yeah, he did some yard work today, so he need. Dang, bro, you jacked. Yeah, bro. And not to be outdone, also a hammer from Essential, brown belt, Damian Roberts.
Jeff Haddad calling Justin Sumter a hammer. If Sumter's a hammer, Damian's an anvil, and because they're both beasts. Damian pulls guard immediately, looking to go deep half.
Justin, a super experienced MMA fighter. Huge veteran. Fights at 185 on top of it. He is massive for the weight class.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 very different body types, but very good jiu-jitsu nonetheless.
Like you said, Damian is an anvil. He is going to be very hard for Justin to move.
Mm-hmm. Coming away with that lockdown. Is he looking for the underhook? There he goes. He goes underhook. Trying to get under the leg as well. Justin doing a good job keeping his head in the way, creating space. Very interesting grips we got going on here.
I think an accidental headbutt.
Yep.
Felipe just checking in, making sure everybody's all right.
Justin driving his head into the beard and chin of Damian. Now he's got a little bit of a cross face, like a what time is it grip cross face, reverse collar tie. Looking for a Kimura, or just taking a peek at it was Justin. Damian doing a great job of staying on his side, avoiding the pressure.
Yeah, both guys constantly hand fighting right now. They're very active in this half guard position. Damian's just trying to get underneath Justin, and Justin goes cross faces, just will not allow it.
Justin sitting back to assess the situation. Damien content with the lockdown here. Justin, if he wants to get rid of that, he's got to sit back towards that leg and just lift his heel up. But Damien takes the deep half sweep, but Justin's trying to circle into a triangle position, into both hooks. He got both hooks from there. God damn, that was over his shoulder, and he still got a hook.
Yeah, I mean, he's, like you said, very different body types. Justin is so tall.
Oh. Shin to the chin from Justin, and that just happened to be the timing of both people's movement. Nice
Very
tight
quick tap.
Kimura. Yeah, when you have that triangle and your head and shoulder can't move, the Kimura comes on way quicker. And it also looks like Damien's shoulders might have been a little tight there as well.
Yeah, he does have an extensive lifting background, which does not help your shoulders.
Yeah, it doesn't give you the best mobility there, but great. You know, Justice Sumter takes the co-main event by Kimura. That only leaves one match left, and that's our main event, and we're pretty damn excited for this one. We have Gal Tellum, brown belt out of Bergen County Jiu-Jitsu under the Tom DeBlas Association. He's going against brown belt Nikki Arnell out of the Jiu-Jitsu Mill, who's coming off a great performance at ADCC in Denver. I think he took the division there, but let's go to Jeff for the final announcement as the Mortal Kombat theme plays. Let's go.
All right, our final match, which is such a sick match. So if you've stuck around, good move. All right, introducing first out of Jiu-Jitsu Mill, brown belt Nick Arnold. And his opponent out of Tom DeBlas and Bergen County, brown belt Gal Tellum.
Yeah. Nick pulls guard immediately, and the main event is underway. And Gal wasted no time putting some pressure on. It looks like Nick is trying to get underneath. Gal comes away with an underhook on the far side. Backs up, steps up onto the leg. Looks like Nick wants to invert or get underneath that leg for sure. Trying to sweep. Gal with some serious hip pressure there.
Beautiful crossface to stop him from getting underneath.
Okay. No camera. Don't do the camera. Oh. Big half guard position here. Minute and a half in, and we got a little half guard battle here. Low knee shield by Nick Arnell. Heavy pressure from Gal.
Very similar to our last match in positioning. A lot of hand fighting, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, where Damien was playing more of a lockdown, Nick is playing more Z-guard type. He's got the arm in there too. So Gal might look to use that to pin and pass, but no. Separation happens. I'd like to see Gal, pull up and get into that split squat position to get inside that knee shield, because Nikki's knee shield is tough. There goes the inversion attempt. Gal Tellum with the scoop grip on the leg. Now with the C grip. And back to a half guard knee shield battle.
Yeah, Gal seems very content, just kind of working from here for now.
Nick attempted to go attack the far arm. Back to the knee shield, looking for the Kimura. Doesn't come away, look for get underneath. Gets into the leg entanglement. This is kind of what he was going for the whole time. Trying to get underneath, weaving through. Trying to switch to backside.
Does
He's
a
gonna
beautiful job pulling that knee line
get
back through.
a bite on the heel. Now he's sucking it all the way in. Backside 50-50. This is going to be tough. Power grip here. Gal's knee is on the ground, so this is not good for him. But somehow he's fighting through it.
Doing a very good job heel
Yeah,
slipping.
losing the knee line as Nick, and Gal survives that. Beautiful attack, but now Gal got a peek at what Nick is trying to do from this half guard. And that's invert, attack the Ashigarami, go inside Ashi or come out the backside. Now, Gal needs to get ahead of this knee shield.
Yeah, he's doing a good
Beautiful
job.
leg pummeling.
He's doing a good job keeping control of it, but he's letting it sit for too long just on him.
Yeah, he's got to get that hand to the hip. But on the inside, he's taking it outside again. And there it is, the same transition from Nick. He's deep on there. Going Mikey Lock, switching. Gal transitioning to the back. Doesn't come away with the secured back take, but good attempt. So now Nick has a little peek at the next succession of that movement when he attacks it. That Gal might take your back. It's a beautiful chest match. Double under by Nick. By Gal, excuse me.
Right into the front headlock.
Yeah, beautiful transition to front headlock. This is a high-level match, dude.
Very beautiful mount.
Yep, and it's probably going to come away with... Oh, man, battling. Gal
Did a good
takes
job
top
closing
position.
that space off
Yeah.
so that he couldn't get his knee back in. So Nick couldn't get the guard back.
Now blocking the hip, but he should go north-south if he blocks the hip here. But you see Nick with that underhook. So he sticks right there. He's got a nice tight waist and a headlock. There is Gal. Looking to pin. Should switch to the crossface here. Carry the baby, but I think he's looking for the guillotine. There it is. High elbow. Or I'm sorry, arm in guillotine. He's got the leg locked. If he could come off of his elbow and land on his shoulder like he is now, he can pull that arm up. Now he's back on the elbow. He's content pressuring with the ribs. Goes back to arm in. Four minutes left. Back to the half guard knee shield position. Big heavy sprawl by Gal.
Gal doing a nice job clearing that half guard.
Yeah, that was nice. That was like squeezing toothpaste out the tube.
Yeah, keeping that heavy shoulder pressure.
Three and a half minutes left.
Right back to that knee shield.
It's a battle here. Beautiful job connecting to the upper body. Beautiful shoulder crunch using a pass. Like, Gal's got some unique. Back into the
Back in that
entrance.
attack.
Gal gets heavy on that leg this time. A 50-50 transition to...
Oh, that looks tight. That looks
Oh.
very tight.
He's definitely in on it, but I'm not sure if he has the heel yet. But Holy cow. Gal doing a good job of hiding the heel. If you're watching at home, this is a extremely high-level chess match of jiu-jitsu right now.
Yeah, he did a very good job slipping that heel, but he's not out of danger yet.
Nope.
Nick still has that knee line very much collected.
Yep, looking to invert and break him down. Gal doing a good job of hiding the heel, but he's playing 100% defense at this moment in time. There he goes, connects that upper body, and he's going to try to use that to escape. He connects again,
Very
this time
tight
back
as
to
well.
backside is Nick. He's got a power lock on this.
Wow.
A mega lock. And you hear the crowd gasping and wondering how Gal is surviving these. Can't get lazy here, though.
Gal has spent
For
a
either
lot
of
of
them.
time in those positions.
They're in 50-50. They're exhausted. Minute and a half left. Let's see what happens. We got 90 seconds to show what we got. And right now, Nick is the aggressor attacking from here. Gal's more like trying to escape this position.
And like the infamous Matt Bissett says, you got to attack 100% of the time and defend 100%
Yeah,
of the time.
and
that
right
just
now-
doesn't make sense.
No, so it's not happening right now. Gal is not even looking at the feet of Nick. He just wants to get the hell out of there. Nick with a wonderful triangle
My man has rubber
around the
knees.
leg.
Full-blown rubber knees.
.45 seconds left.
Very exciting main event match.
We knew this was going to be a beautiful chess match for jiu-jitsu, and it is definitely showing exactly that. 25 seconds left. Now here comes Gal starting his attack, right? So, but that's going to leave him exposed a little, right? This is the problem. Oh, he's so good at hiding the heel, though. This one's going to definitely go to the judges. Gal flexing as time expires. I'm super interested in this decision here. Nick Arnell making his IGC debut. Gal coming to, this is his third IGC event.
Your winner, Nick Arnold.
Nick Arnell takes the W
What a match,
over
guys.
Gal Tellum.
What a freaking match.
What a main event.
That was beautiful. So just to
Thank you all
watch.
very much. That was awesome. Give these guys one more round of applause. Thank you to
That was
all the
awesome.
competitors. If you want some limited edition stuff, check out the sponsors. Eat some. Great food. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, dude, that was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Just this super high level, and it's crazy because sometimes the crowd gets a little quiet in there, and you know, fans of jiu-jitsu sometimes are like the parents and friends of jiu-jitsu competitors, so they don't even know what they're seeing, and they have no idea that they just saw this super
Very high level, very
challenging,
technical match.
very technical
Very much of a
match.
chess match.
Yeah. I mean, the jiu-jitsu players in here were like holding their breath the whole time. They saw what was going on. And this is part of the growth of jiu-jitsu, fastest growing martial art in the world, fastest growing martial art here in the United States. You're seeing jiu-jitsu schools pop up everywhere. Eventually, you're going to get that education where everyone knows what they're looking at. And I can't wait for those days, and we're just happy to be a part of that growth with IGC, AGC, Ascension Athletics here. Congratulations to all the competitors today. The whole match. I stopped writing things down because I was just so into it. Look, I stopped at like match two. I wrote buggy choke. After Joss's buggy choke, I was like, I don't even care about the writing anymore. You got everything there though, right? Cool.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to keep track though, because like you said, I'm just such a fan of watching people compete that it's so hard sometimes. Like I'm trying to commentate, but I'm so interested in what's happening.
Yeah.
And I kind of get lost in the match.
Yep.
That,
Heck yeah. Justin, take care.
Justin Sumter stopping by to say hi.
Definitely finishing that Kimura, taking off, grabbing his medal and running.
I am bummed that Jesse's match did not happen. I had a bet on that. I was excited to be $200 richer today.
Yeah,
And,
Jesse Kozakowski I think he's got a little bit of an injury he's dealing with, but we'll get him on. We'll get him on eventually. I know he's got a match for another promotion coming up in a few weeks.
Against Will Knight.
Yep.
Large weight discrepancy.
Absolutely.
About 180 pounds.
No. I mean, Jesse's a gorilla these days. But, our main card, how many submissions on that main card?
8 submissions total and 5 decisions.
8 and 5 there. Okay, so that brought down our percentage a little bit lower, but that's okay. Still way more submissions than decisions. People getting out there, getting after it. Don't forget, IGC, we pay you. That's one of the big things. Like, you get ticket commissions, and my ticket commissions rival some of the local MMA events. And then there's bonuses for a decision win. If you're a purple belt, brown belt, black belt, you get bonuses for winning. You win your match by decision. If you're a purple belt, it's $35. You win by submission, it's $55. And it goes up from there. Black belt winning by submission is $75 and $55 for decision. On top of the commissions for ticket sales. So we're not here just to make money. We're here to give the sport exposure, to give athletes a chance. Most competitions you pay for, very least you don't pay for it and you get this crappy medal. We're giving you pay. We have the best medals of anywhere. I don't care who can even, no one can compare with that. Right now, you're about to pull one.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab one right now so they can see it.
Actually, we're going to do it like this. Bang. Boom. There it is. IGC9 medal today. Right?
Mortal
Beautiful
Kombat
artwork.
themed show.
Combat. IGC10. That is coming up in July 29th. July 29th. Save
that's
the
soon.
date.
That's only about a month and a half away.
Yep. July 29th, IGC10 Bushido. So you expect some serious artwork for this one, just like every other one. Thank you guys very much. I'm Dan Mina.
I'm Rob Grillo.
We're here live from Ascension Athletics in Bristol, Connecticut. IGC9 was a banger. IGC9 KOMBAT did exactly that. Everyone went out and competed in some serious combat. I don't got much to say. It was a very exciting show. I don't know much else.
Yeah, no, I mean, it followed suit with all the other IGCs. There's tons of action, a lot of high-level competitors, and just an overall phenomenal performance between everything.
Shout out to the kids. They stole the show today. This place was ecstatic during the kids' events.
I cannot wait for jiu-jitsu to get to the level of the way the fans of the kids are. Because parents are so hyped to watch their kids compete and so supportive. And like you mentioned earlier, a lot of times people are a little quiet during the jiu-jitsu matches.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited for it to just always be just a ruckus and a huge crowd.
And it will be there. And we'll do our part to grow this sport. When I started jiu-jitsu, 2 days it took me to realize that I was going to do this forever. And then about a month later, I said to myself, how do I get this to as many people as possible, right? And then that's been my mission ever since, and it's not going to stop. So we're going to go from there. Shout out to our sponsors. 9 Circles Apparel, killing it, coming out the gates hot. They got some cool stuff, and their whole theme, check out their website, their whole theme of the 9 Circles of Hell, and their mission statement of coming out of adversity and coming out on top and just scratching your way to the top, no matter what goes, no matter what circle of hell you're in, you're coming out, right? And then Hemp Honey, a little bit more brighter than the 9 Circles Apparel, right? But Hemp Honey.
I actually didn't know that that's what 9 Circles Apparel was.
Yeah.
I just learned that now.
Awesome. Hemp Honey, local CBD honey sticks. It's really cool, man. Let's go. Do we still have those here?
We do still have that.
Can we get a shot of these? Check these out, man. I don't know how to open it.
Oh,
it's taped. It's taped.
Here.
I don't know if I'm supposed to open it, but it is now. Look, damn honey sticks. You can eat them like that. Put them on your banana. Put it in your tea. This one's
Put them on a peanut butter and jelly.
Oh man, I could go for that right now.
A little honey. Yeah, I'm telling you.
This is their stress relief blend, right? They have a relax one for sleeping. and then they have a focus one as well. So check them out. Hemp Honey Life on Instagram. AGC, Ascension Grappling Championship, September 9th, Stamford, Connecticut, live from Chelsea Piers. We got a beautiful, beautiful tournament. Again, beautiful medals. The aesthetic is the biggest mat space of any tournament around other than the IBJJF, and IBJJF uses this for their main mats, this type of size. So, I mean, we were at a tournament a couple weeks ago coaching, and they had 8 mats, and we made a joke because it was funny because their 8-mat setup was as big as our 3-mat setup, which is, but we did it for a reason. We didn't want time stopping all the time and adding on to the tournament and changing the whole flow of the tournament because you got to keep stopping the clock. We want to keep that going, keep the action going.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's super rare that people run into other mats at AGCs. That mat space is massive.
yeah, absolutely. So we spent up front to give the competitors the experience they deserve. You don't, and keeping them safer, right? You got all these 4 mats on top of each other, and at any moment people are running into it. And you got sometimes adults going at the same time as kids, and you see an adult run a blast double, and by
all of a sudden 400 pounds hits 120 pounds of kids.
Yeah, not cool, not cool. So AGC September 9th. That's it, man. IGC9 Combat is a wrap. Thank you for joining us, everyone that was on the live stream. Subscribe, hit us up with some comments. Tell us how we did. Tell us what you thought of the action. Let me know how much Robbie sucked on commentary. Just kidding. Or myself. I don't know. I just started doing this with IGC. So
I will pay people to hit Dan up and tell him that he sucks. Just find me on Instagram.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll get better every day, just like jiu-jitsu style. So thank
Also,
you guys
huge
very much
shout
for the
out to
chance.
Carl's Jr., another one of our sponsors.
Unofficial. Unofficial. All right. So thank you guys very much. I think it's early enough to have a rap party, maybe. Oh,
For
snap.
sure. For
Director
sure.
of photography, Lawrence Coleman, thank you.
III.
The engineer over here, Max Rivera, thank you. Camera man, Dan Wilcox. Camera woman, Ashley Sanapetro.
And Pinata Chef Bethany.
And Panada Chef Bethany Crawford, my lady, she's already scooping up chairs. Jeff Haddad, Jack Stapleton, my 2 partners in Ascension Combat, Ironman, and AGC. Shout out to those guys. Man, we got a cool thing going, and it all starts with good communication. That's what we have right now. We're doing this ego-free, just trying to put out the best products we can. Thank you guys very much. Live from Ascension Athletics. We out.
Yes.